Com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Looking for a new Silverado? Shop Beatty Chevrolet and get 5.9% financing per month for 84 months on a new Silverado. Or if you want a new vehicle and a Chevy Equinox LS fits your lifestyle, check out Beatty Chevrolet's fantastic lease option on a 24 Equinox for only $298. Yes, $298 a month. Buy with confidence with the Beatty warranty for life. Beatty Chevrolet on Parkside Drive or online at BeattyChevrolet.com. Beatty Chevrolet, locally owned and operated for over 90 years.
Josh and Swain on 99.1 The Sports Animal. Once again, voted one of the top 25 sports midday shows in America by Barrett Sports Media.
Back on Josh and Swain. Thanks for being with us alongside VFL and former Tennessee wide receiver Jason Swain. I'm Josh Ward. We are on standby for Josh Heupel's press conference. We'll carry that every game week, every Monday at about this time. Thanks to Whitehead Auto Sales in Maryville and on Chapman Highway. True local Big Orange fans giving true local Big Orange size deals on your next ride. So when Josh Heupel steps to the podium, we will hear from Tennessee's head coach. As it's week one, it's kind of a tune-up week as well. You get Chattanooga coming to town. You can't go Georgia State here. You have to have the right mindset going into the game, but it's also a chance to play a lot of guys, work on some things as you get ready for a power conference opponent next week when Tennessee goes to Charlotte to play NC State.
I thought I was the only one supposed to be disrespecting UTC. You're the one that tries to get me straight. What? Is it because it's game week or something? You just totally threw the respect out of the door, out of the window. You just don't care anymore since you went with your big bold prediction of 10-2 Friday last week, huh?
You're still not over that?
No, I like it. I like it. I'm definitely over. I'm just wondering the change. I mean, you did change your prediction. Now you're changing a little bit here with your personality. You're disrespectful now, Josh. I'm supposed to be the one that's disrespectful, not you.
I wouldn't say that I changed my prediction. I would describe it more as a shift. I shifted it.
But what about your shift in respect? You call it a tune-up game, Josh.
Well,
I haven't even called it that.
I compared Chattanooga to Georgia State, which, if I recall correctly, did win.
That's because we didn't show up.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't show up in that game. I'm pretty sure we going to show up. There's a lot of guys that have to play. A lot of players. Second team, third team, maybe even a couple walk-ons. Get them in there.
Maybe.
See how I disrespectful a little bit? That's my job, Josh.
Mm-hmm.
You're supposed to be the one who says, respect the opponent. The most important opponent is the one that you face, and that's UTC. They're top 10 ranked in the country. They put their pants on too, Swain. That's what you're supposed to say.
I think it's they put their pants on one leg at a time, by the way. I assume that they'll have pants on
I would hope so.
when they get out there. I hope. I certainly hope so. I like that, though. You went kind of deep with that impression.
I don't know how to impersonate you.
Yeah.
It's difficult, man.
Yeah,
You're just one of a kind.
Well, that I choose to take as a compliment. So you're right. Top 10 Chattanooga from the FCS rankings will be in Knoxville on Saturday, 12:45 kickoff for Tennessee and Chattanooga. Hopefully we avoid lightning delays. That I would like to see not happen. Little storming in the forecast.
I hope not. The last thing we need is this game taking 4.5, 5 hours.
Yeah, don't need that. Don't need that. We got plenty of time to move that out of here. And as we move over to campus, Tennessee head coach Josh Heupel meeting with the media for game week.
Inside the stadium. It's been a long time. Unique kickoff time for us. Look forward to seeing everybody at Ball Walk at 10:30. You guys know this week, we'll wear the smoky grays and wear those for this design for the first time. So facing Chattanooga team that's a really good opponent, preseason ranked and top 10 in their division, return a lot of really good players. At the end of the day, this is the first step in our journey. Look forward to going and competing with this group. So I'll open it up.
Josh, it obviously takes a few years to get to the point where you've gotten past some of the other NCAA stuff and now you get to a full roster. Do you look at it now and say, I feel right now like we are top to bottom where I want us to be?
We continue to build our roster, certainly. We're not quite at a full roster yet, but really like the group that we have as we've continued to recruit here during the different cycles. Length, athleticism, physicalness, traits that we're looking for on the field, competitive makeup, all those things. I really like this team, and we got to continue to grow throughout the course of it. But what they've done during the course of training camp, they've handled it really well. They got to handle game week preparation extremely well this week too.
I know a lot will be on the quarterback on Nico, but almost everybody has played more than him. What can veteran players do to make Nico's job easier?
Well, for every quarterback, not just young ones, but for everyone, the guys around him playing at a really high level, execution, really important. That can be your offensive line in pass protection. It's being efficient in the run game, staying out of third and long situations. Your skill guys being where they need to be in a pass concept or protection. All those things tie into it together. At the same time, quarterback's got to make everybody right too.
He started in the bowl game, and it feels different in taking over first game of the season. Just what is like maybe an internal checklist that will if he had a successful day, that you'll check some boxes besides just the raw stats.
Yeah, play smart football, take care of the football, manage the game extremely well, communication, play within yourself. And at times, when they present themselves, make plays. And, he's, had the opportunity to start the bowl game. I think that was a great experience. Helps propel, create urgency in the off season. He's handled himself extremely well here, during the course of training camp too. Young quarterback. He's going to get better as we go through the season. I say that just meaning that every rep you get at that position on game day helps you as well.
What are some of the challenges that UTC presents, both offensively and defensively, that your team's going to have to look out for?
Yeah, veteran quarterback that's played at a really high level. Smart with the football. They got playmakers out on the outside. For us, offensively, looking at them, they got explosive playmakers up front, and we got to do a really good job handling the line of scrimmage.
Josh, we've talked to you about the in-helmet communication, but there are other changes to the rules in college football. Any of those of note for you and how they might impact the game specifically, and maybe that 2-minute warning at the end of each half or anything else? Yeah, 2-minute warning obviously has a chance to change, the sequencing of things at the end of both halves. So, we spend a bunch of time on that, and hopefully we're prepared the right way.
Talked about that start in the bowl game for Nico, but as he gets ready for his first start at home in Neyland, what do you remember from maybe your first start as a collegiate quarterback at home, and have you talked to him about that, kind of taking in the moment?
I haven't talked to him about that. I talk to our team really every week. Enjoy the journey of leading up to kickoff. That's ball walk. It's your experience at the hotel, hanging out with your teammates. It's seeing your family there in town, and certainly running through the tees. So soak all those things in. I think that helps you enjoy the journey, makes you better for the next week. For him, at the end of the day, it's 11 on 11. When you get between the white lines, go play ball.
You said for months that you really like this team and the way they go to work. As you go into game week now, what do you like about this team now, or what do you feel is different about this team now than maybe a month ago or 3 months ago that you like?
Well, I challenged our veterans in each position room today, just the preparation, the urgency that you have to have, not just when the coach is in there, but outside of those times, making sure that our young guys understand what that process looks like. You know, each day of the week, and Monday is different than a Tuesday or Wednesday as we get closer to kickoff. Our vets got to do a great job of leading our young guys. You know, I think this group, you've heard me say it, post-spring ball, I thought they were, you know, extremely competitive, extremely intentional. They're that way during training camp. The camaraderie that we have, the chemistry, as roles get defined and roles change each week, keeping that a part of our team locker room is going to be really important.
Heading into fall camp, Coach, you talked about wanting to fix red zone issues and pre-snap penalties that surfaced last year. Where do you feel like you are in those areas heading into this week?
Done a good job throughout the course of training camp. You know, I thought we got better on the second half of training camp in particular on those things, which is, you know, typical as you go through training camp. A lot of young guys learning how to play. You know, red zone, we spent a bunch of time on it. We got to go out and execute in both areas, offensively and defensively.
I know some guys on the offensive line were missing earlier in camp. How good do you feel about the chemistry, camaraderie, as you were mentioning there a second ago, about your first five on the offensive line and then developing any depth behind that?
Yeah, you know, a couple of guys, you know, kind of got built throughout the course of training camp that allows you to play more guys together. You don't have just five guys playing together, but I feel like throughout the course of the lead up to this point in the year, I really like where that group's at. They push each other. You know, we'll play more guys and need to, but I really like where that group's at right now.
Josh, is the fact that the college football playoff, how much does it change any planning or thought processes for you and your staff?
At the end of the day, at this point in the season, it's about 1 week, winning every day and putting yourself in position to go play your best football on Saturdays. So it's a 1-0 mindset at this point. Thank you. Awesome. Thank you all. Have a great day.
Tennessee coach Josh Heupel with his press conference every week as it's week one, getting ready for Chattanooga on Saturday. Each week you'll hear his game week press conference thanks to Whitehead Auto Sales in Maryville and on Chapman Highway. True local Big Orange fans giving true local Big Orange size deals on your next ride. We'll come back and we'll talk Tennessee football heading into the upcoming weekend. College football kicks off, and you can join us. Call or text in at 865-656-9900. Next to VFL and former Tennessee wide receiver Jason Swain. I'm Josh Ward as we continue on both 99.1 The Sports Animal and AM 640 The Sports Monster.
Caller 5 to 656 wins. Gets to make your best guess at the Tennessee final score this week. If yours is the guess chosen and it's correct, you can pick any Ford or Lincoln on the Ted Russell lot up to $50,000. Caller 5 right now to 656-9467 from Ted Russell Ford and 99.1 The Sports Animal. The great thing about sports is it never stops. Here's another 60-second sports minute on The Sports Animal.
In the NFL, Browns running back Nick Chubb is expected to start the season on the physically unable to perform list and will miss the first 4 games of the regular season. He suffered a severe knee injury in week 2 of last season and missed the rest of the year and required multiple surgeries. The 4-time Pro Bowl selection had rushed for 1,000 or more yards in 4 straight seasons before last year. The Browns do expect Chubb to play at some point this season. Major League Baseball games tonight at 6:45. The Pirates host the Cubs. Astros visit the Phillies. The Guardians face the Royals. Nationals meet the Yankees. Red Sox host the Blue Jays at 7:15. At 7:45, the Twins host the Braves. The Padres visit the Cardinals. White Sox take on the Tigers at 8:15. Rockies host the Marlins at 8:45. Mariners welcome the Rays at 9:40. The Tennessee Smokies completed a 6-game sweep of Pensacola with a 9-5 win on Sunday. The reigning Southern League champs have won 8 of their last 10 and now have a 12-game lead on the North Division. I'm Joel Silverberg.
They say bigger is better, and we totally agree. The 2024 Big Kahuna Wing Festival on September 1st at the World's Fair Park has doubled in size. That means double the teams cooking the best chicken wings you've ever tasted, double the space for vendors and activities, and the largest fireworks show in the city of Knoxville to cap off the night. Tickets are on sale now at bkwfestival.com. The Big Kahuna Wing Festival, benefiting Covenant Health, Boys and Girls Club of East Tennessee, and many more local charities.
Close your eyes and imagine the taste of the South. Now open them to discover Old South Candy's irresistible fudge, handcrafted with care and bursting with Southern flavor. From classic chocolate to creamy peanut butter, each velvety bite takes you on a journey through Southern tradition. Treat yourself to a taste of nostalgia with Old South Candy's Heavenly Fudge Buckeyes and Chocolates, made with love. New in the Food City Shopping Center and Halls, or visit oldsouthcandy.com.
Find what you love, love what you find. A Total Wine and More. There's so much waiting for you. Spirits and beer, thousands of wines.
Only at Total Wine and More. Drink responsibly. Be 21.
Getting behind the wheel after drinking could change your world. Bobby here had a great time at the party and thought he was good to drive home. Now, Bobby's facing jail time, an upset wife, disappointed parents, and up to a $10,000 fine. It only takes one bad decision to change your world forever. Getting behind the wheel after you've been drinking is one of them. Drive sober or get pulled over. Learn more at NHTSA.gov. That's NHTSA.gov. This message brought to you by NHTSA.
Find what you love, love what you find. A Total Wine and More. There's so much waiting for you. Spirits and beer, thousands of wines.
Only at Total Wine and More. Drink responsibly. Be 21.
Okay, football fans, what's the best play for broken glass?
Instant Glass!
High quality glass at low prices.
Instant Glass!
And the fastest service possible?
Instant Glass!
For broken glass, fog glass, tempered glass, Instant Glass is the best play. Almost all replacements happen the same day, so call 567-4555. Instant Glass can measure, manufacture, and install faster than a Hail Mary play. So call Instant Glass first so you can get it fast. 567-4555. Online at instaglass.com. That's INSTI glass.com.
Wow, these bank fees are flat out ridiculous. And forget about trying to get a car or home loan. So, you do your banking with, Sharon?
Me? I don't.
You don't use a bank?
No.
So what do you, like, save your money under a mattress? Bury it in the backyard? Or maybe you borrow from some rich relative when you need a loan?
No, nothing like that. I do credit unioning.
Wait, what? Credit unioning? What the heck's that?
It's kind of like banking, but so much better. Especially if you use Alcoa 10 Federal Credit Union.
Shopping for an auto loan? Shopping for a vehicle is easy the ATFCU way. Talk to Alcoa 10 before you shop so you can hit the lots with a same-day pre-approved loan. And you can get behind the wheel of that new or used car or truck. Alcoa 10 Federal Credit Union, the clear choice. Your less red tape banking alternative. Go to atfcu.com for details. Member NCUA, an equal housing lender.
Hey, East Tennessee, football is back, and so are the savings at Rusty Wallace Honda's summer event. You can sack them in a Civic. Get a 2025 Civic Sport, $279 a month. Or score a TD in a CRV. 2025 CRV Sport L. It's front-wheel drive, and it's got leather. Only $389 a month. And get a safety with Rusty Wallace Honda's exclusive 200,000-mile warranty. And remember, unlike your new Honda, this sale won't last. Get to the intersection of selection, Rusty Wallace Honda, I-75 at Callahan Drive.
This report is sponsored by Tire Rack. Nearly 3,000 teen drivers die in car crashes each year. Tire Rack Street Survival is designed to save lives. The one-day hands-on driving school gives teens experience in car control through exercises that include emergency braking and skid recovery. Find a class near you at TireRack.com/survive.
We're tracking another beautiful afternoon on the way. A lot of sunshine to get outside and enjoy, but also don't forget the sunscreen and that bottle of water, as we'll see a high UV index. High temperatures back above average once again, as we'll top off right around 92, feeling more like the mid-90s at times. From the WVLT First Alert Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Jacob Durham.
Bring security to your home with a new fence from Tennessee Home. Tennessee Home is your local trusted fencing and deck specialist. Call today for a free no-pressure appointment, 865-304-0955, or visit online, tennesseehome.us.
Josh and Swain is brought to you by McKeon Law Group.
Some law firms specialize in one thing, but there's one here in East Tennessee that specializes in them all. Call Jed McKeon and the McKeon Law Group, 294-8008 and attorney-knoxville.com.
All fact, no fluff. Honest, credible sports information from two guys that know the facts. Here's Josh and Swain on The Sports Animal.
Back on Josh and Swain, thank you for being with us. As we continue this afternoon, game week. Tennessee gets ready for Chattanooga on Saturday. We heard from Josh Heupel in our last segment, and we invite you to join us as we discuss Tennessee against Chattanooga. Tennessee heading into the season. You can join us at 865-656-9900. And John joins us as he heard just a moment ago the chance to score a Ford from Ted Russell Ford. John, thank you for calling in. Do you have a score prediction for this Saturday's game?
Yes, I believe that Tennessee will win 63-0 over Chattanooga.
You like that one, Swain? 63-0, a shutout victory for the Vols, hitting 60+, 63 in this case. So I guess that would be 9 touchdowns, most likely in your score, John, for Tennessee.
I like that. Yeah, that makes me happy.
Okay,
real happy.
Swain's happy. He's looking to see it. Yeah, and John, I'm guessing if we pick your name at the end of the week and that's the score on Saturday, you'll be pretty happy yourself.
I would be extremely happy, yes.
For sure. Well, we have you down, John. We appreciate you calling in. Thank you very much. John says 63-0 Tennessee over Chattanooga. Be listening all week long for your chance to give a score prediction for the chance to score a Ford from Ted Russell Ford, as you will have a chance to win up to $50,000 to put toward a brand new Ford from Ted Russell Ford if you are chosen and your score hits on Saturday. And the person that we pick from our predictions throughout the week on Friday will automatically win a free oil change from Ted Russell Ford and a $50 gift card to Buddy's Barbecue. Keep listening all week long for your chance to score a Ford from Ted Russell Ford. Got to hit at least 50 this week.
Without question.
Against Chattanooga.
Yeah, without question. I think if you are on this defense, a shutout heading towards the NC State game would be really, really good too. You've heard a lot about this defense and what they have a chance to do. If they can prevent giving up a touchdown, I don't know if it's going to be a egg on the scoreboard. I think they'll kick a field goal or two, but I'm more than okay with seeing Tennessee win 63-0, and that would be really good for the defense.
We did get a text. Coach Heupel's building a roster that's reminiscent of the ones he was a part of at Oklahoma, and that's got to include some good play on the defensive side. The defensive line is going to be a huge problem for Chattanooga in trying to move up and down the field, but expecting a shutout is still a lot. It is a quality FCS opponent. We joke about the top 10. They're a quality FCS team, so I'd be surprised. Well, I don't know if I'd be surprised. I don't expect a shutout is what I should say.
I don't disagree with our texter saying that Heupel is trying to build a team that he once played for Oklahoma. But show me a championship team without a really good defensive line and a really good offensive line.
Mm-hmm.
You just don't see them. So Heupel's Oklahoma team, they have a lot in common with a lot of national champions. The ones last year, I mean, that old D-line in Michigan. I mean, it's just really hard to find a championship team without a good front. So football has changed over the decades in terms of ways to score, but you can't score without offensive line, and you can't prevent the other team from scoring without the defensive line. That's two things that are constant.
Yeah, the defensive line I expect to dominate this week. I expect it to be really good this year. I will be eager to see the offensive line. Did those guys go out and dominate? Lance Hurd, new starting left tackle. We'll see what they have at left guard. And then right tackle, John Campbell, veteran guy, but he switches to the right side. He's gotten some rest to lead up to the start of the season.
He's got a lot of rest, Josh.
It's go time.
He's got a lot of rest. They hadn't played in the bowl game, didn't play in the Georgia game, hadn't done much during fall camp. The question from, I think it was Vince that asked him about maybe somebody else, maybe it was Vince, asked about the offensive linemen. You know, they've had some guys out. You know, Hurd had a procedure done. He spent some time out. John Campbell has participated in, us, one of the 2 scrimmages. And so how will the offensive line gel with so many guys being in and out? Heupel, on schedule, like he normally does, turned it into a positive. It allowed other guys to be able to participate, get more guys in the rotations, and allow the coaches to get a look. But at the same time, we understand how important the continuity is. We understand how important the chemistry is to have your 5 guys playing together.
Yeah, it's great that those guys were able to get work because at some point they could be needed. But I'm pretty sure that Tennessee doesn't want those guys to be needed anytime soon.
Yeah, we want to need you. We want to need you for about 2.5 quarters, and then we won't need you anymore. If
Yeah, this
everything
Saturday.
goes to plan.
You don't want to need them for 2.5 quarters against NC State. Referring to backup offensive line.
I'm okay with that too.
Well, in the scenario you're describing,
The scenario I'm
describing I don't
beat downs.
I don't think they're emptying the bench in the second quarter against NC State.
2.5 quarters, Josh. 2.5 quarters.
2.5 quarters. Yeah,
it'll be midway to third quarter. But I don't expect that versus NC State. But I do expect a lot of players to play versus UTC. They may be the end of the third quarter. It may be the beginning of the fourth quarter. But I do anticipate a lot of guys playing. That's what you want. And it's good to do that the first game of the season. So you can see who can be trusted, who can perform well. When you play some bigger games and you may need a guy because of an injury, who can you trust to put in on the road versus Oklahoma, or on the road in a neutral site setting versus NC State?
Tennessee and Chattanooga. It's a 12:45 kickoff. The SEC Network. We're asked about the TV broadcast. The SEC Network will broadcast Tennessee's opener against Chattanooga.
12:45. Let's get it.
You pushed back a little bit when I described it as a tune-up game for Tennessee. Respect the opponent, I was reminded. It is a bit of a tune-up week for a lot of teams in the SEC. With all due respect to these opponents that I will describe with the SEC side, Alabama will take on Western Kentucky. Auburn will play Alabama A&M. Arkansas will play Arkansas Pine Bluff. Kentucky gets Southern Miss. Big favorite. Southern Miss is a little higher level than some of these other teams. Ole Miss gets Furman. Mississippi State gets Eastern Kentucky. Missouri will play Murray State. Oklahoma will host Temple on Friday night. South Carolina will play Old Dominion. Texas will host Colorado State. The Power Conference matchups, Vanderbilt against Virginia Tech. Vandy's a big underdog. Texas A&M and Notre Dame is a huge game Saturday night in College Station. Florida and Miami will play Saturday afternoon, the 3:30 window. And the early kick will feature Georgia and Clemson. Sunday, LSU plays USC. I was looking at Saturday games, but Sunday in Las Vegas, LSU will play USC.
Has anyone noticed how much we talk out of both sides of our mouth at times?
In the world of college football, no.
How can you respect the opponent? Or, let me take that back. How can you tell the truth and say, this is a tune-up game without disrespecting the opponent? It is a tune-up game. UTC know why they're here or why they're going to be here. If they don't think they're a tune-up game, don't take the check. You should do UTC say, no. We are not a tune-up game. We're coming here to beat your butt. Keep your money. That's what you should say, UTC.
Keep your money.
Keep your money. We're here for a fight that we know we're going to win. We're not signing up to be a tune-up game. We don't think we're going to be a tune-up game. Take your money and shove it up your butt. That's what the UTC should say to us. But they won't. They won't say that. You know why, Josh? Because they know they're a tune-up game. And we know they're a tune-up game. Everyone knows their tune-up game, but here we go. Oh, no. Respect the opponent. Don't disrespect the opponent. You respect the opponent by how you prepare. It doesn't matter if we disrespect the opponent. It's the players and the coaches. How they prepare will let us know if they respect the opponent. Pruitt's team did not respect the opponent because they didn't prepare. They didn't even line up correctly half of the game. They didn't care. They were talking about playing backups, third and fourth string. That's disrespect. What we're going to do is we're going to respect them, and we're going to tune them up.
See, I don't even look at it as respecting the opponent. I look at it as respecting your fan base, your university, the T on the side of the helmet, how you're supposed to play in that kind of game. You go out and you disrespect your opponent. You tell them you don't belong in the same field as us. You don't have to say it. You can be nice to them, pick them up after you knock them down. But you go out and you just whip them.
Well, there's.
I thought Tennessee's performance against Georgia State was disrespectful to Tennessee.
Well, their performance was disrespectful to Tennessee. It was disrespectful to the game of football too.
Mm-hmm.
But you can beat a team down 63-0 and respect them. It's what you do during the game that proves whether you disrespect them or not.
So you think Georgia State should have said, Tennessee, keep your money, or should they have accepted that $950,000 check out the door? You know,
they should.
That coach, I don't remember where he's from. You may know, but it's a viral clip. It pops up every once in a while. The coach in the locker room, and he says, "Tell them to give me my money."
Oh yeah. Tell them to bring me my money.
Bring me my money.
Yeah.
So
everyone knows it's a tune-up game, so let's stop pretending like it's not.
Yeah.
And it's not disrespectful to call UTC a tune-up game. It's not disrespectful to call these other teams that you're paying a check to a tune-up game. That's why they're getting a check, because they know their tune-up game, and we know their tune-up game. You still have to go play the game.
Okay. Lance texts in, Swain may be peaking too soon, Josh. It's Monday. We have the first game week. We have the whole season to go.
Am I wrong? Where are the lies? I don't see any around here. Did you hide them? Where's the lie?
Aside from the money part, you were lying. Swain would not say you keep your money. Swain would say, gimme my money. We'll come back, 865-656-9900. You can give us your thoughts on this game, this season. We've seen a little bit of football. Georgia Tech took down Florida State in Dublin, Ireland on Saturday. So Georgia Tech 1-0, FSU 0-1 in the ACC. We'll come back right here on Josh and Swain.
Always on, always free. Stream us free via the app, your smart speaker, your favorite streaming service, or the website at 991thesportsanimal.com. Vivid memories forever etched in our minds as if yesterday.
No, sir, pandemonium reigns.
The elation at the final seconds ticking away.
The national champion is clad in big orange.
The play-by-play triggering visions of names we all know by heart.
Tennessee wins! Out by Tennessee, Jawan Jennings. Jennings makes the catch in the end zone on the Hail Mary. I don't believe I saw that.
The football season is approaching. New heroes will be created, and the canvas of a new generation's minds will be painted with pictures of moments that will last their lifetime. And you'll hear each and every play on the flagship station of the Vols, 99.1, the Sports Animal. Nothing raises the bar like Tennessee football.
40-yard attempt to win the game against Alabama. Waiting for the snap. There it is. The kick on the way, and that kick is knuckling toward the upright, and it's good. It just gets over the upright.
All fans remember where they were when those memorable plays happened. As a sponsor of the radio coverage, your brand gets association with all the passion of Tennessee football.
Crank up Rocky Top. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Your brand can be associated with all the unbridled excitement around Tennessee football this fall. And there are packages available at every price point.
Guns for the end zone. He's got a man there. The pass right inside. Caught. Touchdown, Tennessee.
The Vols are poised to have a great season, and you can ride the wave to a great fourth quarter by becoming a Tennessee football sponsor this fall. To learn more about associating your brand with a winner, email knoxvillesales@cumulus.com or call Director of Sales Kimberly Parker at 865-212-4503.
Save more than ever on all remaining new 2024 Cadillacs during the model year end event at Cadillac of Knoxville, where you'll get as low as 1.9% financing on select new Cadillac models. And our inventory has never been better with over 600 new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Visit Cadillac of Knoxville or shop CadillacofKnoxville.com.
Well-qualified buyers when financed with Cadillac Financial. Monthly payment is $29.04 for every $1,000 you finance. Some customers will not qualify. Ends 9/3/24.
When warm weather hits, out the door you go. You want to be outside. You want to be soaking up the vitamin D. But in turn, the bad guys, they want to be inside your home. They want to collect your personal belongings. They want to take what doesn't belong to them. That's why Fleener Security should be the next call you make. 544-9964 for over 5 decades. The standard, not in just personal, but also business security with the quickest response rate and being able to give you the technology to know what's happening in your work or your home when you're not at work or not at home. Call Fleener Security, 544-9964.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, it's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch every day from lunch to late night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Consider yourself a bourbon connoisseur? At Twin Peaks, they're proud to offer an exclusive and extensive collection of some incredibly rare bourbons, whiskeys, and tequilas. Check out their barrel selects, hand-picked by their team and bottled just for you. Supplies limited. Stop by Twin Peaks to see what they're pouring. Cheers.
Fantastic customer service, a knowledgeable team, expert craftsmen, and so many 5-star reviews. Hi, I'm Rick Terry with Rick Terry Jewelry Designs. My family and I have been serving West Knoxville and Farragut for well over 30 years. If you've never checked us out, please do. Better yet, come see us for yourself. On the corner of Kingston Pike and Campbell Station Road, look for the topiary of the Big Diamond Ring. Rick Terry Jewelry Designs. We want to be your jeweler.
Let's see your point of view at the Tennessee Valley Fair, September 6th through the 15th, with thrilling rides, animals, delicious fair food, tractor pulls, monster trucks, demo derby and rodeo, plus hundreds of competitions and nightly fireworks sponsored by the Tennessee Lottery. And don't miss their legendary concert series featuring Zach Top, Ludacris, Hanson, Treaty Oak Revival, Uncle Cracker, The Ultimate Michael Jackson Experience, and Mr. Speed, a Kiss tribute. All at the Tennessee Valley Fair, September 6th through the 15th. Learn more at tnvalleyfair.org.
How would you like to win UT season tickets just in time before the season kicks off? Stinted Collision is fired up for the season so much that they've said they're giving away a pair of tickets. Just get to the all-new Stinted Collision in Sevierville this Tuesday during Josh and Swain for your chance to win. 2007 Roberts Court, just down the road from Dollywood. It's time to see lots of collisions on the football field. But first, it's time to get to the all-new Stinted Collision in Sevierville for your chance to win UT season tickets this Tuesday.
I'm Chelsea Messenger, helping you beat the books with BetQL. The Yankees have slugged their way to the top of the AL East as Aaron Judge went over 50 home runs on the season over the weekend. Today they go on the road to face a Washington team that's well out of the playoff hunt. New York is huge favorites on the money line, but the BetQL model loves them on the run line as well. The 5-star best bet is taking the Yankees over the Nationals today in D.C. Bet smarter and beat the books with BetQL and download the BetMGM app today.
Hi, I'm Angie Hicks, co-founder of Angie, and one thing I've learned is that you buy a house, but you make it a home. Because with every fix, update, and renovation, it becomes a little more your own. So you need all your jobs done well. For nearly 30 years, Angie has helped millions of homeowners hire skilled pros for the projects that matter. From plumbing to electrical, roof repair to deck upgrades. So leave it to the pros who will get your jobs done well. Hire high-quality certified pros at Angie.com.
From the Budweiser studios of The Sports Animal, we are 99.1 The Sports Animal.
Back on Josh and Swain. Thank you for being with us. Jason Swain is here. I'm Josh Ward. 865-656-9900 to join us. We'll dive more into the depth chart as the show goes along, a shorter final segment to close out this hour. But there are a few oars that you can find on the depth chart. It is a tradition unlike any other in the sport of college football.
It's an or party.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm going to get a T-shirt that says or, just O-R on it. Hopefully people don't think I'm from Oregon, but or.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
An example, the Leo position on defense, James Pierce Jr. is listed first. Behind his name, you'll find or Joshua Josephs, or Caleb Herring, or Jordan Ross. At running back,
the number one player, according to ESPN?
Yeah. Could be replaced by Jordan Ross.
In the world.
By Saturday. At running back, Dylan Sampson or Cameron Seldon or Deshaun Bishop or Khalifa Keith or Peyton Lewis. Take your pick. Should Gaston Moore be offended? He's not in bold as these others are. And Gaston Moore's a redshirt senior.
Gaston Moore is he's a backup.
Okay.
He shouldn't be offended.
At right tackle, John Campbell Jr. or Dane Davis. At left tackle, Lance Hurd or Larry Johnson III. So I was wrong to assume last segment that Hurd and Campbell will be the starting tackles.
You know, if I'm Larry Johnson Jr., I feel good, man.
Yeah.
I mean, that number that we went out and paid Lance Hurd, dude, you were equally as valuable.
It appears.
Yeah, heck yeah, man.
At middle linebacker, Tennessee will start Keenan Peely or Jeremiah Thielander. We'll see.
I thought they only took 3 dudes to SC Media Days.
That's all they were allowed.
Was it Peely or Thielander there? Which one was it?
I can't remember.
I love this, man.
I do too.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah. I think it's hilarious. So I'm going to bet Keenan Peely starts. I'm going to bet on Dylan Sampson getting the nod at running back. I think James Pierce Jr. will be the guy at Leo.
Dude.
But we'll have to watch on Saturday at 12:45 to see. I love it as well. We'll count the oars. We'll get back to you. We are counting our blessings because college football is back. 865-656-9900 if you would like to join us to discuss Tennessee's opener, the start of the season, looking ahead to the season. We'll do that for 2 more hours right here on Josh and Swain.
When you have sports mixed with your pop culture, along with humor and celebrity interviews, your earbuds are enjoying The Rich Eisen Show.
Jerry Jones, when he said we're going all in, I thought Derrick Henry is going to be out there, go get a couple of free agents, add them to the Cowboys, and instead, as we all know, they didn't do very much in free agency at all. What a difference we'd be talking about the Dallas Cowboy chances of winning it all this year if that guy was there.
Who may not have wanted to go to Dallas?
I don't know about that. Why wouldn't you want to do that?
Ravens a little bit better of a football team, maybe?
Search for The Rich Eisen Show on YouTube or wherever you listen.
This is Josh. I want to tell you about Fort Sanders Health and Fitness Center. It's a 5-star club, part of the Covenant Health family. Kingston Pike right off Pellissippi Parkway, with so many different ways to help you with your fitness goals. If you sign up at Fort Sanders Health and Fitness Center, you're signing up month to month, no long-term contracts. You can go through a fitness evaluation. They can help map out a plan for you to hit your goals of what you want to accomplish. You can take part with about 85 group fitness classes that take place every week. It's included in your membership. So they have many different styles of classes that you can check out with the calendar updated each week so you know what is happening when. They have personal training that's available. They have all you need with strength and cardio equipment. They have an indoor swimming pool available 12 months out of the year. The outdoor pool remains open. Indoor and outdoor tennis, pickleball, racquetball, and indoor basketball court. And the facility is always well taken care of with a great staff in place to help you. Stop by, check it out for yourself. Tell them the Sports Animal sent you to Fort Sanders Health and Fitness Center.
This has been a paid announcement.
Twin City Nissan has 3 Nissan models under $20,000, Versa, Sentra, and Kicks. TwinCityNissan.com on the world-famous Airport Motor Mile. With approved credit cannot be combined with other offers. See dealer for details. Ends 9/3/24.
Take advantage of these great opportunities now through September 14th at Better Mattress. Get a free zero-gravity adjustable base, luxury topper, or free custom lumbar support adjustable base with select mattresses. Save up to $1,499. Also, a king size for the price of a queen on select mattresses, select adjustable bases, or select luxury toppers. Save up to $1,300. Save now with these great deals and more at Better Mattress, where good night just got better. Stay comfortable all year long by becoming a member of the Chancey & Reynolds Comfort Club. Members get 2 seasonal checkups, one in the heating and one in the cooling seasons. Discounts on services and priority for service calls. And you'll be prepared for a cold winter, a hot summer, or anything in between. For details, call 865-525-5076 or ChanceyReynolds.com. Chancey & Reynolds, your York HVAC contractor.
Big dog of heating and cooling. The big dog.
Hey folks, Jordan's with Ted Russell Nissan. And remember, every new Nissan sold at Ted Russell Nissan comes with a lifetime warranty. And that's a long time. Ted Russell Nissan on Kingston Pike.
Ted Russell Nissan. We got it going on.
Conquerors are made of different stuff. When the waves come crashing down, they beg for more. When the drop-off sinks beneath them, they grit their teeth and dive head first. And when others quiver, conquerors stare thrills in the face with steely eyes of determination. Smoky Mountain Water Park, Sevierville, Tennessee. Conquer the mountain. Season passes available at SmokyMountainWaterPark.com.
Hey, East Tennessee, ready to get groovy this August? Donate with Medic in August and score a special edition Groovy Medic tie-dye shirt while supplies last. Reserve your donation time slot now at medicblood.org or call 865-524-3074. Medic is the primary blood supplier for 25 hospitals in 23 counties. Give local, save local. Donate today and get your Groovy Medic tie-dye shirt. Offer ends August 31st. Visit medicblood.org. Medic. Give local, save local.
This is WNML-FM Friendsville, WNML-AM Knoxville, Cumulus Media Stations, broadcasting worldwide from the Budweiser Studios. We are 99.1 The Sports Animal.
This is Andrew Bogish with a Sports Minute. The Blue Jays and Red Sox resume a suspended game from June this afternoon at Fenway. 2 months ago, catcher Danny Jansen was about to hit for Toronto when the rain started. Today, he's expected to play for Boston thanks to a trade last month. Not surprisingly, Jansen would be the first player in baseball history to play for both teams in the same game. I'm Andrew Bogish.
Are you a victim of the timeshare trap and think there's no way out? Well, Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, has helped over 35,000 families out of financial hardship by getting them out of bad timeshares, and they may be able to help you too. If you were misled into signing a timeshare agreement that is a lifetime commitment, if you were told timeshare is a great investment or your maintenance fees will never go up, you need to get the facts about timeshare cancellation. For over 10 years, Wesley Financial Group has been dedicated to helping folks get out of a lifetime of debt by canceling their timeshares. So they created a timeshare exit information kit, which reveals how the timeshare industry works and what your options are for cancellation. Simply call Wesley right now and they will send you a timeshare exit information kit absolutely free. See how you can become timeshare free. Call 800-761-0000. That's 800-761-0000. Again, 800-761-0000.
Shopping for a mortgage? Don't sign a thing till you call for a free quote from Fountain City Finance. 687-8200.
Josh and Swain is brought to you by McKeon Law Group. Life's troubles aren't always fun, but there's a law group in town who will help you get them done. Call Jed McKeon and the McKeon Law Group, 294-8008 and attorney-knoxville.com.
Welcome into hour number 2 of Josh and Swain on this Monday afternoon. Thanks for being with us today. You can join us, call or text in at 865-656-9900. As the season is here, Tennessee will play Chattanooga at 12:45 on Saturday. We had a good laugh at the depth chart. You can still, if you want to pay attention, figure out who was where with a number of those spots. There were 34 oars on the depth chart, Patrick Brown pointed out. No defensive position has one clear, defined starter, but Keenan Peely's the middle linebacker. That would be my guess.
Or
Jeremiah T. later. James Pierce Jr. is the top guy at Leo. Or maybe Joshua Josephs or Jordan Ross.
If I was a freshman or a sophomore, well, freshman, and I had my hands on this depth chart, I would fold it up, put it in my pants at practice, and the moment they say, all right, first team, let's go, I'll pull it out and go, huh, according to this, that's me, coach. Move out the way. Mark Jones, this says or. So I was closer to the huddle. You were on defense. This says I'm a starter because Mark Jones or Jason Swain.
How did this happen? Tennessee's not the only school that does this with the depth chart. How did this happen?
Somebody along the line decided to do this, and then everybody else started copying it. It's just like one school let recruits dress out in the whole uniform. It's a terrible trend that started.
Yep.
It doesn't bother me. It's just hilarious. It's funny.
I'm not bothered at all.
Like the fact that people think it actually means something or is worth doing. I just think it's funny. I want to be set down and told why this matters. Why put all the oars in? What is the purpose? Does it actually make a difference?
Because when you played, there was a depth chart, right? Like an actual depth chart.
Yeah. I mean, and after game one,
as you mentioned, there are practice reps. You knew who was going when based on order of where they were.
We do realize that you should beat UTC without having to trick them with the oars.
Right.
And then once the game film is put on or the game is put on film, NC State's going to know who's first.
Yeah.
Like, it's not going to be a secret.
And I think they already know about number 6 at running back.
I think they know about number 6. I think they know about number 8. I think they know about several positions. It's no secret that James Pierce is the number 1 player in the country, according to ESPN.com.
Yeah, number 27 on defense has been highlighted.
Top 5 NFL draft pick.
Yep.
Potentially. So I mean, I find it funny. But there must be a reason for it. I would like to know that reason.
I would too. I guess I know the reason here, but did you see the news that Dabo Swinney will not have a weekly call-in show this season? He'll continue to have a weekly radio show, but I guess Tyler and Spartanburg
broke him.
Finished it. Dabo Swinney will no longer take live calls from fans on his weekly radio show.
You know, when I was in high school, there was a senior cafeteria, a little area where just for seniors, and someone thought it was a good idea to start a food fight. Was it fun? Yeah, it was fun. But because that one person started it, it ruined the privileges for all the seniors. So we didn't have that cafeteria for a couple weeks. Well, Tyler is that one person who decided to throw food for the first time and start the food fight. Because there's been so many good calls, I'm sure, that's called in, had some legitimate questions for Dabo. Dabo answered them. But because Tyler wanted to get cute, he ruined it for everybody. Way to go, Tyler from Spartanburg.
You're right.
Way to go.
You're right. Yeah, I'm sure 90% plus positive go Clemson calls to Dabo Swinney. But that news
it looks
today,
weak on Dabo, man. It really does, because not everything Dabo says or does I highlight or ridicule him for. But there's 2 things that really bother me. The first thing is you make the players get off social media and not tweet at all during the season. Like, you're not really teaching them anything. You're just keeping them away from it.
Right.
Let them do it and teach them responsibility. Teach them how to handle it. Don't just take it away from them. That's my first thing. And then this one. Like, because one person hurt your feelings, you're going to shut it down for everybody? I just think that's weak. Now, I do understand why Deion Sanders banned one reporter from asking him questions at the press conference.
The Denver Post guy.
Because he has been disrespectful. He has a track record of being disrespectful.
The personal shots.
Yeah, a lot of personal shots. So I get that one. But this is Dabo shielding too much rather than teaching and allowing them to learn from their mistakes. Because if they want to play at the next level, you can't just ban your Twitter unless you want to personally not tweet, which you have that right. But I just think this is pretty weak. Pretty weak sauce.
Yeah, also, isn't Tyler from Spartanburg kind of a punchline? Like, who's taking that guy seriously? Dabo's making $11 million. You can take a few calls.
Well, I mean, you're taking it even more serious now because he's the reason why there's no longer a call-in show.
Fans will have the chance to submit text and email questions. So there will be questions chosen, but there's a difference for a fan that gets a chance to speak to the coach.
Well, I mean, listen, you can screen calls all you want to, and that caller can call in and change what he wants to say.
That's true. I was a Vol Calls call screener once upon a time.
Yeah, so like
high pressure situation.
You could be like, "Hey, I'm Josh called in. I want to talk about, how good the game was on Saturday." And then you get in, you're like, "No, man, this is Josh, and the game stunk, coach, and you were terrible. Why were you so terrible?" Well, the call was screened, but the caller pulled an okie doke. That can happen. So to prevent okie doke from being pulled, you just ban all the callers and just let them text, and then you can filter through the good ones from the bad ones. I mean, I guess I get it. I
mean, I would have gone with a more realistic scenario.
Well, everybody's name is Josh, so that's why I use Josh. Such a common name, Josh.
A Josh wouldn't call in and lie.
Well, there's so many Joshes. I'm pretty sure there's a few of them out there.
Not enough, I would argue.
There's plenty.
Not enough.
There's plenty.
People are trying to fix things here in the world.
There's plenty.
Let's get more Joshes out there.
There's enough.
So that news from Clemson, no more calls to Dabo Swinney with his coach's show, thanks to Tyler in Spartanburg. By the way, Jamie asking, so what happened? So Tyler in Spartanburg calls in last year, lets Dabo Swinney have it. Eventually, Dabo cuts Tyler off. They won out, by the way, after that, didn't they? There were theories that it was a planted call, which I debunked previously, and I would definitely do so now because they're ending calls to coaches. But Tyler from Spartanburg called into Dabo's show last year, let him have it. They also let him go on and on and on forever. That was the surprising part to me. They eventually cut him off. Dabo responded, and so did the team.
Yeah, Tyler from Spartanburg brought up how much money he was making, and then Swinney popped back at him.
Yeah,
it was great radio for sure. For the listeners, very very entertaining. Dabo said, "I'm not going to let you sit here and talk to me like that. I don't care how much money I make. You're not going to talk to me like I'm 12 years old." So Dabo has things to say back.
Yep. Mike asks, as we get back to the depth chart from Tennessee, do you think there's truth to who's listed first on the depth chart? In some spots, yeah, for sure. Like Dylan Sampson's the starting running back. James Pierce Jr. is a starter at Leo. Keenan Peely is the starter at middle linebacker. I'm not sure why there needs to be an or Jeremiah T-Lander.
Receiver, Thornton is listed above Chris Brazel, but they are co-bracketed.
Yeah, the three listed first.
I don't believe that.
Brew McCoy, Squirrel White, Dante Thornton.
Yeah, I don't believe that.
Okay.
There's been too much talk about Chris Brazel and what he's been doing to buy into that one.
Tight end, do you think it's more based on what they're running to start the game?
I do believe that one.
Okay.
I do believe tight end.
It's Ethan Davis or Holden Stace or Miles Kitselman.
I do believe that.
Okay.
Yeah, I do.
You believe Lance Hurd will start at left tackle? He's listed first.
He better.
Okay.
He better unless he's hurt or something. Or maybe that means Larry Johnson is handling business. But, I think Hurd to start.
Yeah, corner is accurate. Assuming Ricky Gibson's available due to health, he's listed first, as is Jermon McCoy. Christian Harrison is listed first at star. I'd say over 4 quarters we'll see a lot of him and Boo Carter.
Yes.
Will Brooks is listed first at safety. Right now I would believe that.
Yes.
Ahead of Christian Charles. And then Andre Turrentine or Jacoby Thomas. Turrentine is definitely ahead.
Yep.
At the other safety
spot. And maybe Jacoby Thomas goes in, behind Will Brooks. Maybe.
At defensive tackle, Amari Thomas and Bryson Eason are listed first. Below Eason, there's Omar Norman-Lott. To me, they kind of have a big three at defensive tackle, and more than those three will play, but those are, I think, the big three leaders inside. Would you agree? Thomas, Eason, and Omar Norman-Lott? Like, Omar could be the best of those three. He could be. So I look at Omar Norman-Lott.
Yeah. I look at them as a big three.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure Norman-Lott looks at himself as the big me, though, because he's probably the highest NFL prospect out of that group.
If they all went pro after last season, I think Norman-Lott would have been picked first.
But
they're all very good key players for Tennessee. So the starters on offense that don't have an or with their name, Cooper Mays at center, Javonte Spraggins at right guard, and Nico at quarterback.
The way Coach Inge was talking about Arion Carter.
Yeah, he is listed at weak side as the starter or Caleb Perry. I would bet on Arion Carter.
I would bet on him too. And Arion Carter loves some Coach Inge. Arion was on the locker room last night. Got a chance to see him, meet him for the first time as he was interviewed by Zakai Ziegler. That's going to be a thing this year in the locker room. But Arion was talking to us a little bit off camera, Chris Brown and I, about his love for Coach Inge. So that's a really, really, really cool relationship developing between those two. And it explains why Inge has had success already on the recruiting trail in a short amount of time here.
Did you tell Arion that he was my breakout player of the year pick for Tennessee?
I did not.
You wanted to keep him humble?
I was really just admiring his hair. Like him and Zakai Ziegler. The combination of hair between those two is just unreal. Chris Brown and I, no hair, and those two dudes, all the hair. I was kind of jealous. Really jealous, actually.
Yeah.
Like, Arion Carter needs to be on a Head & Shoulders commercial.
He should get a deal.
He should get a deal.
Yeah.
Like Troy Polamalu. But you better watch out. Arion Carter is coming for you.
He's next. Yeah, he's got a lot to work with.
Yeah, for sure.
It's go time. Arion Carter, breakout candidate. Bunch of guys in his class that could be that this season. We'll discuss 865-656-9900. Also, question the text box. Swain, have you sent Dabo a bag of cheeseburgers this year? Steven
Cheeseburgers? I ain't giving him any cheese with it. He just get regular burgers. He can find his own cheese. He's making $11 million a year.
That's true.
Yeah. Get your own cheese.
Cheese unprovided.
Correct.
By Swain.
That's right.
Flip away. We'll come back as we continue on Josh and Swain.
Free on the radio, free on the app, free on our website. You can hear 99.1 The Sports Animal free anytime, anywhere.
Hey, it's Josh. I want to tell you about Wilson Brothers Plumbing. Local company, great company. We've relied on Wilson Brothers Plumbing at my home. They are locally owned and operated. They have more than 23 years of experience in the industry, bringing valuable wisdom and knowledge into every project, making sure customer satisfaction is the priority, making sure you're taken care of. If you run into a problem that needs to be corrected, if you are planning a project at your home, remodeling project, and you need a professional that can come in and make sure that everything is handled correctly, get in touch with Wilson Brothers Plumbing. Dedicated to upholding a standard of excellence in every aspect of their work, including communicating with you at every step of the project, from beginning until the end with everything complete. Visit WilsonBrothersPlumbing.com to learn more or to schedule service. Get in touch with who I've used at my home. That's Wilson Brothers Plumbing. Their website, WilsonBrothersPlumbing.com. Wilson Brothers, the proof is in the plumbing.
This has been a paid announcement. Elevate your products today with Native Nursery, now open to contractors and landscapers. We're your one-stop destination, offering quality wholesale plants, trees, and landscaping materials. We'll even take your leaves and hardscape waste for a low flat rate. If you are a contractor or landscaper, make Native Nursery your go-to location today.
Call or come by and see Ben and Ted. 865-315-0123 and 3473 Louisville Road. 5 minutes from Pellissippi off the Topside Road exit.
Good old East Tennessee, we know family, hard work, and helping your neighbors still means a lot. I'm Nick Whitehead with Whitehead Auto Sales in Alcoa and Knoxville. Our family-owned and operated business is celebrating our 20-year anniversary. Our pillars are those three items: family, hard work, and helping your neighbor. Experience the difference of why we've been voted #1 in Blount County for years now, and why we've expanded to Chapman Highway to help even more. Visit whiteheadautosales.com or come shake our hands for a deal you can't find anywhere else. 20 years from our family to yours at Whitehead Auto Sales.
Nothing raises the bar like Tennessee football.
40-yard attempt to win the game against Alabama. Waiting for the snap. There it is. The kick on the way, and that kick is knuckling toward the upright, and it's good. It just gets over the upright.
All fans remember where they were when those memorable plays happened. As a sponsor of the radio coverage, your brand gets association with all the passion of Tennessee football.
Crank up Rocky Top. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Your brand can be associated with all the unbridled excitement around Tennessee football this fall. And there are packages available at every price point.
Guns for the end zone. He's got a man there. The pass right inside. Caught. Touchdown, Tennessee.
The Vols are poised to have a great season, and you can ride the wave to a great fourth quarter by becoming a Tennessee football sponsor this fall. To learn more about associating your brand with a winner, email knoxvillesales@cumulus.com or call Director of Sales Kimberly Parker at 865-212-4503.
Fantastic customer service, a knowledgeable team, expert craftsmen, and so many 5-star reviews. Hi, I'm Rick Terry with Rick Terry Jewelry Designs. My family and I have been serving West Knoxville and Farragut for well over 30 years. If you've never checked us out, please do. Better yet, come see us for yourself. On the corner of Kingston Pike and Campbell Station Road, look for the topiary of the Big Diamond Ring. Rick Terry Jewelry Designs. We want to be your jeweler.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, it's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch? Every day, from lunch to late night. Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
It's time to break out your game day jerseys and head to Twin Peaks because college football is back. Grab a round of our signature 29-degree draft brews and raise them high to the start of the season at your local Twin Peaks.
Hey, this is Vol for Life Troy Fleming. We're counting it down. It's just
5 days until
it's football time in Tennessee.
This countdown to kickoff is brought to you by Knoxville TVA Employees Credit Union. People helping people since 1934.
Back on Josh and Swain. Thanks for being with us. We're on social media. We'd love for you to follow us at Josh and Swain on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. VFL and former Tennessee wide receiver Jason Swain is here. I'm Josh Ward. 865-656-9900 to be a part of the show. Friday, Swain, I think you waffled on whether to call me Wavering or Waffling Ward as I shifted my pick from 9-3 to 10-2 for Tennessee this season.
Waffling or wavering.
It fits.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes
it's tough to make a choice. You just slide an or.
Yeah, man.
Right there in the middle.
I heard it works. Very effective.
Okay. So my nickname depth chart is updated accordingly.
Yep.
Well, what are you going to call Jesse Simonton of On3.com, who a couple of weeks ago put out his 12-team playoff field? He had his prediction. He had Georgia, Ohio State, Florida State, Utah winning the conference championships. And his at-large teams were Texas, Oregon, Alabama, Ole Miss, Michigan, Notre Dame, Missouri. Well, today he adjusted his prediction slightly and removed Missouri, inserting Tennessee.
Well, Jesse, I'll call him a Vol hater or a Vol sheep of VFL. Well, since he made that move, I call him a Vol sheep. I call him a VFL there. Honorary VFL.
I think the message boards when he was with VolQuest called him Big Orange Jesse.
Big Orange Jesse.
I think that's what they called him.
Yep. B-O-J. That's right.
So Big Orange Jesse has Tennessee in the inaugural 12-team playoff field. He made one change from his prediction 2 weeks ago. That was removing Missouri. and inserting Tennessee. He has 5 SEC teams making the field: Georgia, Texas, Bama, Ole Miss, and the Vols.
Jesse, I'm assuming Jesse got that check you sent him, huh? He must have gotten it.
Jesse's our guy.
Yeah, he is our guy.
Yeah. He is a friend of the program. He's with On3.com, where you can read his work now. But he has bold predictions that he put out, and one of them was that 5 SEC teams will make the 12-team field. He already had that in his mix. He just replaced Missouri with Tennessee.
All right, Jesse, let's go. We're not going to let you down, Jesse. We are not going to let you down. We know our responsibility is to prove you right. We won't let you down, sir. I mean, ain't nothing we can do, me and you, but, I'm speaking for the team.
Yeah, I have little to do with it, most likely.
Yeah, speaking for the team here.
Although, a lot of the team probably streams the show and takes some pointers in preparation for each opponent. Tennessee is the last team in, by the way. They are the 11th team. It's a 12-team field. You need to be in the top 11 because most often the number 12 ranked team will be bumped for the Group of 5 champ that makes it.
I'm trying to play at home, Josh. I mean, I want to be in the playoff, but I would prefer to be at home. Now, I'm not going to sit here and pull a move like some of the dudes from the 2011 team that didn't want to win at Kentucky because they didn't want to go to a bad bowl game or anything. But I would rather play at home for the first year of the college football playoff.
In this scenario, Tennessee would play at Oregon in the first round.
I've never been to Oregon before.
Texas would host Boise State. Oregon would host Tennessee. Alabama would be at home against Notre Dame. Ole Miss would host Michigan. We'll see with Michigan. They get their notice of allegations. Connor Stallion's untold story comes out this week. Michigan has a cupcake opener, and then we'll host Texas next week. That'll be a huge game.
Who does Michigan play? Cupcake opener.
Cupcake opener.
My gosh, that is so disrespectful, Josh. That is very disrespectful.
I mean, I have it written down in the notes. They're playing Cupcake University. Is that all right?
Is that a new school?
I'm kidding. They play Fresno State.
Okay. All right. Let's get it. Let's get it. Tennessee, 11th seed, on the road. I'm cool with that.
Michigan's only a 21.5-point favorite. You never know. That was disrespectful. Fresno deserves more love than Cupcake U. They
do. It's funny because you didn't call Tennessee's opponent Cupcake, and Fresno better than the team that Tennessee's playing. But I let it go. I don't want to get you in trouble, Josh, because I know Chattanooga is your second home.
It is. I got to be careful going down I-75.
You might get pulled over. Yeah. Might get jumped by some Chattanoogaans.
Evan wants a piece of Lane Kiffin in the playoff. Bring the spicy mustard, baby. That's what Evan says.
Yeah, that'd be fun. SEC battle in the playoffs would be phenomenal.
Yeah, did Jesse have one of those in the first round? Not in the first round, but inevitably you're going to see some conference, either rematches or just conference matchups. Especially if he's correct in 5 SEC teams getting in.
Yeah, there's going to be a matchup, and let there be one where there's a home. Oh man, home game. Ooh boy.
Well, so again, this is just one example, but to pull from it, so Georgia would be the 1 seed. And would get the winner of the 8-9 game. So you could get Georgia Ole Miss in the second round, which would be a rematch from the regular season if Ole Miss wins its home game against the Wolverines.
All right, Josh.
If Tennessee were to beat Oregon, it would then take on Ohio State. Neutral field. Just take down the whole Big Ten. Go to Eugene and win. Go to a neutral site, top of the Buckeyes.
A lot of pressure up there for Ryan Day, man. A lot of pressure.
Yeah, everybody's saying national title or bust. And beat Michigan, I think, included in that.
A lot of pressure. $20 million they spent on their roster. $20 million. They have to beat Michigan. Like winning a championship, that's going to be tough to do. But you better meet Michigan after spending $20 million.
Yeah, that one's non-negotiable.
Mm.
I'm also eager to see how Michigan responds to everything that's going on, coaching change. You have the issue with what could come for Sharon Moore, the new head coach, after they dealt with some in-season stuff last year. Last year they reacted as well as you possibly could. It's a rallying cry for the team. It's not the same team, not the same group of leaders. So let's see how all this stuff happening to start the season with Texas coming to town week 2. Let's see how Michigan responds.
A lot of distractions, a lot of talk around that program right now. So Moore did it last year. He was able to step in when Harbaugh was fired. He coached the team most of the season anyways.
Remember that post-game interview?
Penn State, he was crying and cussing.
Crying and cussing.
What is wrong with this man?
Crying and cussing.
Somebody gets Coach Moore off this microphone. This man's over here crying, acting like Harbaugh had passed away, and he's crying. He's crying. Get him off the TV. I can only imagine the SID for Michigan, man. He probably was looking like, oh my gosh, what is going on? I got my work cut out for me. This man is crying, and he's cussing.
They won the title, though.
They won. That's all that matters.
Hey, we'll close out this segment. We come back with 90 minutes to go. Derek wanting to know if you have an answer to this one. Why are ghosts such bad liars?
Oh, it's been a while since we've done this.
Why are ghosts such bad liars?
Why, Josh?
Because you can see right through them.
That's a pretty good one. It's a pretty good one. Pretty good one. I thought we was going to say that for, like Halloween. Since to me. Well, you know what? Never mind, because I've already seen Halloween costumes at the store.
Yeah.
Around here.
Yeah, it's about that time.
Like, what? Can we enjoy August? Can we enjoy September? My goodness, man.
Yeah, PSLs are back. College football is back. Wow. We're in the heart of the fall. Despite the temperatures in the 90s,
Just trying to live in a moment.
This week.
Just trying to live in a moment. Let me live in the moment, please. Let me live in the moment. But I'll take a good dad joke in day of the week. And that was pretty good.
That was a good one from Derek down in Orlando.
Thanks, Derek.
We'll come back, 865-656-9900, if you would like to join us as we continue on Josh and Swain.
99.1 The Sports Animals, a proud supporter of the Ronald McDonald House Charity Golf Tournament coming up Thursday, September 5th at Iguani Farms. With rounds in both morning and afternoon featuring breakfast and lunch, you can request the round that fits your schedule to a T. This 4-person scramble tournament has prizes for first, second, and third in each flight. To register your team or for more details, visit knoxrmhc.org or 991thesportsanimal.com.
Do you need a new deck or fence? Call Tennessee Home, your local trusted deck and fencing specialist. Tennessee Home offers a no-pressure approach to your design and installation needs. 865-304-0955 or TennesseeHome.us.
The great thing about sports is it never stops. Here's another 60-second sports minute on The Sports Animal.
In the NFL, Browns running back Nick Chubb is expected to start the season on the physically unable to perform list and will miss the first 4 games of the regular season. He suffered a severe knee injury in week 2 of last season and missed the rest of the year and required multiple surgeries. The 4-time Pro Bowl selection had rushed for 1,000 or more yards in 4 straight seasons before last year. The Browns do expect Chubb to play at some point this season. Major League Baseball games tonight at 6:45. The Pirates host the Cubs. Astros visit the Phillies. The Guardians face the Royals. Nationals meet the Yankees. Red Sox host the Blue Jays at 7:15. At 7:45, the Twins host the Braves. The Padres visit the Cardinals. White Sox take on the Tigers at 8:15. Rockies host the Marlins at 8:45. Mariners welcome the Rays at 9:40. The Tennessee Smokies completed a 6-game sweep of Pensacola with a 9-5 win on Sunday. The reigning Southern League champs have won 8 of their last 10 and now have a 12-game lead on the North Division. I'm Joel Silverberg.
It's Josh. I want to tell you about Ted Russell Ford with 2 locations in Knoxville on Parkside Drive and Kingston Pike. Kingston Pike location next to Walker Springs Road is where we set up last week for the show, and we saw a bunch of different options with the lineup of trucks that they have available, all the different combinations they have to help you find what you are looking for, what you need in a truck. Super Duty trucks. the Ford F-150 Lightning. You can save right now with low interest rates that they have available on brand new Ford trucks, on brand new Ford SUVs. They have the Explorer, the Expedition if you're looking for a big family SUV. If you don't need as much space, they have the Ford Edge. Learn about the Ford Bronco and the different options they have there and how they can help you find a Ford Bronco. Plus, with their pre-owned selection, they have so many different options to help with what you are looking for. You can shop online right now at tedrussellford.net. Take advantage of the specials, the low interest rates they have available on Parkside Drive and on Kingston Pike at Ted Russell Ford.
This has been a paid announcement.
Summer is officially here, and if you want to be cooking in a new kitchen by the time company is coming over for the holidays, then now's the time to get started. Hey, this is Heather Harrington for Kitchen Sales. It's hard to put into words how much absolute joy our kitchen renovation has brought us. The team at Kitchen Sales completely outdid themselves. They made suggestions to knock out some walls and actually start using a formal dining room that was dead space before. And by doing an open concept kitchen, we also had the space for a new 11 by 4 foot island. We took our little bitty island and juiced it up as big as we could, and I doubled the storage in my kitchen. And it's really pretty. I can be cooking dinner while my kids are doing homework or playing with Play-Doh, and everybody's got enough space. It's seriously time for you to see what Kitchen Sales can do for your home. They've got 2 great locations, Hoyt Avenue in downtown just off Cherry Street, or in the Town and Country Circle near Best Buy in West Knoxville. And you can always find them online at kitchensales.net.
This has been a paid announcement.
Experience the cold refreshment of the Rockies on Rocky Top with ice-cold 102-calorie Coors Light, the official beer of chill. Every Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged. So make sure the mountain on your can of Coors Light is blue at your next Big Orange tailgate, because that means it's ready to enjoy. Coors Light, born in the Rockies, made to chill. Proud sponsor of Tennessee football. Now available on Saturdays at Neyland Stadium. Please drink responsibly.
How would you like to win UT season tickets just in time before the season kicks off? Stinted Collision is fired up for the season so much that they've said they're giving away a pair of tickets. Just get to the all-new Stinted Collision in Sevierville this Tuesday during Josh and Swain for your chance to win. 2007 Roberts Court, just down the road from Dollywood. It's time to see lots of collisions on the football field. But first, it's time to get to the all-new Stinted Collision in Sevierville for your chance to win UT season tickets this Tuesday.
99.1 The Sports Animal at Tyler and Will goes live this Tuesday at the all-new Whitehead Auto Sales. 7117 Chapman Highway. Voted #1 in Blount County for 3 years straight. And now serving South Knoxville. Stop by and meet the guys this Tuesday at Whitehead Auto Sales on Chapman Highway.
Peak IV Hydration. They have blends for literally anything that might be ailing you. Want to recover more quickly? Peak IV Hydration has sports-specific recovery blends that you can use. Deal with migraines. More than half of people that struggle with migraines, it's because of some combination of a sodium or magnesium deficiency. They can help you with that. And immunity-boosting formulas. Nobody does it better than Peak IV Hydration. 906 Sevier Avenue in Knoxville or online, peakivhydration.com.
This report is sponsored by Tire Rack.
Timberlake Cabinetry presents the Eric Ains Show, broadcasting live Wednesday 9 to noon at Gray Hodges in downtown Knoxville for Customer Appreciation Day. That's 9 to noon Wednesday at Gray Hodges, 103 Jessamine Street, downtown Knoxville.
Nearly 3,000 teen drivers die in car crashes each year. Tire Rack Street Survival is designed to save lives. The one-day hands-on driving school gives teens experience in car control through exercises that include emergency braking and skid recovery. Find a class near you at TireRack.com/survive.
A beautiful start to the week as we're tracking a lot of sunshine here on this Monday afternoon. It will be another hot one, though, as temperatures will climb back into the lower 90s, back above average, feeling a little bit warmer with a little bit more return of humidity. Make sure to drink plenty of water. From the WVLT Alert Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Jacob Durham.
Johnson, I've been hearing about this internet thing. Anything to it?
Yeah, boss. We had Cumulus Digital design and run our website.
Will an internet help our sales?
Already has. Plus, Cumulus Digital helps us rank high on search engines.
Whoa, one thing at a time, Johnson.
CumulusDigital.com.
Josh and Swain is brought to you by McKeon Law Group. Whether you're facing divorce, injury, or any legal strife has come your way, there's one call to make to Jed McKeon and the McKeon Law Group, 294-8008 and attorney-knoxville.com.
Listening to us on the air. Free. Listening on the app. Free. Listening on our website. Free. No subscription required. Just free sports talk.
This is Coach Josh Heupel. You're listening to Josh and Swain on 99.1, the Sports Animal.
We're back on Josh and Swain. Thanks for being with us on this Monday afternoon. VFL and former Tennessee wide receiver Jason Swain is here. I'm Josh Ward. Jay asked, by the way, didn't Michigan have a ton of players at the NFL Combine? Don't understand how they're a top 10 team. They have to replace way too much.
Still have a lot of talent, though, that's returning.
They do have a lot of talent. They have some elite players on defense. We'll see if they get quarterback right, having to replace J.J. McCarthy. They have to replace a ton of talent. They have to replace their head coach in Harbaugh, who was terrific. Now they replace him with a guy who was on staff. And that Texas game is tough. And we talked about preseason top 10 teams that could be unranked. I think Michigan's a pretty good choice there, but we'll see if that's how it plays out by the end of the season.
If we had to rank a top 5 list of teams that the college football world hates the most this year, Michigan would probably be 1 or 2.
A lot of people pulling against Michigan this year.
Absolutely. Florida State's up there, and a lot of people were laughing and smiling when Georgia Tech beat them, but Michigan is high up there too.
So who will people pull for when Ohio State plays Michigan?
I don't know. Good question.
Maybe they pull against Michigan along the way and then pull for Michigan to upset Ohio State, so none of them are happy by the end of the season other than somebody's got to win that game.
Well, it depends on who you got money on. For most of those people.
That's also a factor.
Yeah.
Notre Dame, they always just hold a spot there. Now, Notre Dame will play at Texas A&M on Saturday. They're going to start a true freshman, very talented freshman, but a true freshman at left tackle and a redshirt freshman at left guard against Texas A&M, coached by Mike Elko, with still a lot of defensive talent. 24/7 Sports with their team talent composite, so a composite of the rosters as they are from looking at their recruiting profiles. Texas A&M has the number 7 roster in the country by talent.
If you're Elko, we know why you picked Texas A&M. It's hard to say yes because it's a bigger job. You'll get a lot of money, but there's a lot of talent there that you can work with too. And A&M felt like, hey, all we need is a solid coach with the talent that we have and the exposure that we have in terms of the recruiting inside the state. We can compete with the best teams in college football. So you can say whatever you want to say about Jimbo Fisher. One thing he did was bring in the talent. Even though some left, there's still some there.
Tennessee is number 17 on that list, by the way. Team talent.
That's not going to work. That has to get better, and that's happening.
Now, 2 of the 5-star players are at quarterback and left tackle. So that's pretty good.
Yeah.
The 5-star prospects on the roster, Nico Brew, Jordan Ross, Lance Hurd, Mike Matthews.
Yeah, it's improving. It will continue to improve. But it lets you know. And you know what? Maybe the win last year was Tennessee's signature win against A&M because they had so much more talent. The team wasn't that great, but the talent was there. You beat a team that's more talented than you, so maybe if you had to pick a signature win, that would be one of them. I'm reaching, I know.
Yeah.
I'm reaching hard, man.
That was kind of a tough one. That E. Williams punt return.
It's pretty fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
I think I pulled a muscle. I was reaching so hard. Yeah, that was a reach. Yeah, we didn't have a signature win last year. But, hey, we beat a very talented football team, and there's a lot of talent returning on the A&M team. I'll just keep it at that.
Yep. The number 1 team in terms of total talent, still Alabama. Alabama, Georgia, Ohio State, Texas, and Clemson, which I saw Brad Crawford note 5 or 6 minutes ago. Clemson now the odds-on favorite to win the ACC, with Florida State already having lost a game.
Well, they should be.
Clemson, then Miami.
Them or NC State. Yeah, man, tough team. Woo-hoo. Man, a lot of talent, great coaching. Man, they should be the favorite in the ACC. Yep, tough. It's going to be a tough out for all you ACC teams. NC State, they're coming. Mm-hmm.
So Jason Swain is a VFL. He's a former Tennessee wide receiver. He's a 40-year-old, so he's been a part of the media for a while now. He's been a part of new media for quite some time. What you're hearing, though, what you are hearing right now is Swain setting himself up for Monday, September 9th, to come on the air after Tennessee beats NC State and have the opportunity to say, Tennessee beat NC State, a team that some have said should be considered the favorite to win the ACC. Some being himself, but that's what he's doing. He's starting to make that transition. If you can't tell, that's what's happening. Swain is moving from new media to old media.
Josh Heupel did it today. Josh Heupel said that UTC is a top 10 team.
Did he say anything that's wrong?
No. Did I say anything that's wrong?
No, you didn't.
I'm just saying, man, NC State, hey, they sleeping on them. They sleeping on NC State. Some have said that this is the dark horse ACC champion. Some said it. I haven't found out who said it yet, but I'm looking for them.
I just want to welcome you aboard.
Where are we going?
Well, we've got a board meeting that'll be taking place soon.
I don't want anything to do with your meeting.
At which point you will be officially accepted into the old media.
No.
BYOC, by the way. Bring your own coffee.
If you didn't hear, man, NC State, they're coming.
Okay, I want to hear your answer to this. And you know what? We'll save it. We'll come back. It's a question about the high-end potential for Tennessee this season. How hard are you ready to go in the paint with Tennessee this season, Jason Swain? We'll see when we come back. 865-656-9900 if you would like to join us on this Monday afternoon. Game week for all in college football is here as we continue on Josh and Swain.
Caller 5 right now to 656 wins qualifies for the Coors Light Man Cave Makeover. A 60-inch TV, 2 recliners, and an awesome mini fridge. All from Coors Light and the station where the Vols play. 99.1 The Sports Animal. That's 656-9467.
Small business owners, we know finishing your to-do list can feel like rowing upstream. But it's a river, a whitewater river, and the only paddles you have are pool noodles. Then when a new to-do pops up, you're like, nope, I'm already rowing upstream with these pool noodle paddles. At Progressive, we don't want to make your day any harder. That's why we make it easy to get personalized discounts with a commercial auto insurance quote online, so your to-do list is smooth sailing. See if you can save on commercial auto insurance in as little as 7 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Coverages and discounts not available in all states and subject to policy terms and underwriting.
Point! Hey, you okay? You don't normally miss those shots.
I just haven't been as regular lately, and it's making me feel sluggish.
You should try Metamucil. It's been a game changer for me. Metamucil's plant-based psyllium fiber helps trap and remove the waste that weighs you down. Ace, you're moving better than you were last week.
Definitely.
Metamucil keeps you moving. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Learn more at Metamucil.com.
Hey, East Tennessee, football is back, and so are the savings at Rusty Wallace Honda's summer event. You can sack them in a Civic. Get a 2025 Civic Sport, $279 a month. Or score a TD in a CRV. 2025 CRV Sport L. It's front-wheel drive, and it's got leather. Only $389 a month. And get a safety with Rusty Wallace Honda's exclusive 200,000-mile warranty. And remember, unlike your new Honda, this sale won't last. Get to the intersection of selection, Rusty Wallace Honda, I-75 at Callahan Drive. See for deep.
Hi, this is Pat with ProSource Home Buyers, and I buy houses cash. If you have a house and want to sell it fast at a fair price, call me, 865-500-3711. I pay cash and close as quickly as you like. I buy houses in any condition, any price range, and any location. I buy several houses per month and I want to buy more. I buy inherited houses, divorced houses, behind in payment houses. I even buy my tenant won't pay me the rent houses. You in a house that is in rough shape and needs thousands of dollars in repairs? Great, because I love buying these houses. I buy vacant houses, abandoned houses, condemned houses, and even foreclosure houses. If you own a house and want to sell it fast, call me at 865-500-3711. That's 865-500-3711. That's 865-500-3711 with ProSource Home Buyers.
What energizes you? Maybe it's a hobby, or maybe it's just being with family and loved ones. One source of energy that we often overlook or neglect is sleep. Your quality of sleep can transform your life and replenish your energy. Hi, I'm Roger Cunningham, owner of The Bed Store. I want to help you release your life force energy and live your life to the fullest. A new mattress can help you do just that, and here at The Bed Store, we specialize in tuck fitting you to your just right mattress. Here at The Bed Store, we have the absolute best brands at the best prices, like Tempur-Pedic and Stearns & Foster. Right now, during the Labor Day sales event, save up to $700 on Tempur-Pedic and up to $900 on Stearns & Foster. Plus, get free local delivery and no interest financing. Go to tuckfit.com and take our 2-minute quiz to find your perfect mattress, or head to one of our convenient Knoxville area locations today.
The right mattress, the right price, guaranteed at the Bed Store.
The Bed Store. Well, we'll even tuck you in.
Do you need stuff that you need gone? Give a buzz to Jumpy Gone. Created right here in Knoxville, we've been serving the community for the past 20 years. Full service, driveway dumpsters, document shredding, and demolition. We can make pools, hot tubs, swing sets, pianos, sheds, single wides, TVs, and even the kitchen sink be gone. Give us a buzz at 865-675-5865 or online at jumpygone.biz.
From the Budweiser studios of The Sports Animal, we are 99.1 The Sports Animal.
Welcome back into Josh and Swain. Thanks for being with us today. Thanks for all the interaction. As always, we appreciate you connecting with us, either on social media. You can call or text in at 865-656-9900. And last segment, Swain, we got a text from Justin asking this question. What percentage do you both think Tennessee has a chance to run the table this year, or do you think that is more of a next year scenario? 12-0. Percentage chance.
3%.
Okay.
Where are you going?
Robert
2
Meacham.
or 4. I know how you do this, Josh. So 2 or 4. Which one are you gonna pick? Do you think this is Price or Right or something?
I would say 1.
1%.
I just don't see that.
What about next year? 0.5 or 2?
I would go 2 before 0.5, but I wouldn't go much higher than that. I wouldn't confidently go that way with anybody. Next year, Tennessee goes to Bama, to Florida. The SEC schedules flip, so you get Oklahoma at home. But yeah, I don't see that. I don't think Tennessee's roster is where it needs to be to do that.
Nope, I don't think so either. So. Yeah. And you don't need to be undefeated to win a championship. So, not only do I don't think it's going to happen, it doesn't need to happen.
Yeah, what I'm saying about Tennessee, I would say to just about anybody. Like, I think it's on the table for Georgia, but I'd honestly be really surprised if the Bulldogs go undefeated, having to play Clemson. I know they're a big favorite, but Clemson is a quality opponent in Week 1, at Bama, at Texas, at Ole Miss, Tennessee.
I wouldn't be surprised.
You wouldn't be surprised?
No. They haven't one of the best 3 rosters in college football.
Yeah, they haven't lost a regular season game in 3 years.
Yeah, so, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I would not bet money on them running the table and go undefeated, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be surprised if Ohio State or Georgia goes undefeated.
September 28th, Georgia will play at Alabama. Huge game. That's Tennessee's off week.
Yeah, that'd be
But
a
Texas
good game to watch.
at Michigan, Oklahoma, Georgia, Florida, at Texas A&M to close things out. The renewal of that rivalry. Good luck to Texas going undefeated. They couldn't do it last year. Lost to Oklahoma in Dallas. So maybe, but 1% is what I would say.
Yeah, I was
kind of rounding up on that.
Probably being real gracious with my 3%, but it's low and not going to happen. So,
from Ashton, hey Swain, the Bears are losing their first game of the year. Go Titans.
Incorrect. Just ask Darrell Taylor what he thinks is going to happen.
We gonna win by a large margin.
That's not what he said.
No. That was altered.
Darrell Taylor's going to let you know what's about to happen. Is at home too? No Derrick Henry to save you, Titans. All your trust will be put on Mayo Man.
Bears might make the playoffs.
It's Mayo Man! Will Levis to the rescue. Titans going to be 0-1. Don't worry, you can bounce back in the AFC South. Let's go ahead and take this L week 1. I mean, Texas is going to win it, but you might be able to get a wild card.
Titans play in Chicago to open the season, then host the Jets. Aaron Rodgers will be in Nashville, then host the Packers, then go to Miami, then host the Colts, then go to Buffalo, then go to Detroit.
That's all back to back to back?
They do get an off week between going to Miami and playing the Colts. So
Wait,
that helps a little bit.
That's back to back to back to back?
Yeah, that was all in order.
What?
How many games are they going to be favored in that? Any?
The Bears,
probably at home against the Colts.
Yeah, Bears is a must-win game for Titans. Week 1.
They get the Patriots November 3rd.
Oh, they'll beat the Patriots.
Patriots might have a tough season, if we're being realistic.
I hope Robert Kraft practices patience.
Mm-hmm.
Need some patience. It may be rough. We hope not, though, because we're rooting for Mayo.
Mm-hmm. Also, yeah, I'm scrolling through here. I love Ron Slay. That's our guy. But the 17-0 talk, that chant that he fired up with Taylor Lewan trying to get everybody fired up, that's not going to play.
That's not going to play. Must be out of his damn mind.
That's our guy. 1 hour to go. We continue the Tennessee conversation right here on Josh and Swain.
Got a small business that no one's heard of except your grandma? Time for a boost. From Cumulus Boost, the affordable way to boost local search engine optimization and help manage reviews. Cumulus Boost helps local businesses improve their online presence so they're not buried by bigger companies and local searches. Get found, get on the map, and get a boost with Cumulus Boost at cumulusboost.com. That's CUMULUS boost.com.
With Labor Day savings at the Home Depot, you can upgrade your home with up to $1,500 off select appliances from top brands like Whirlpool. Enhance your kitchen with quality and convenience from Whirlpool, like the freestanding electric range with built-in air fryer and the tall tub dishwasher with third rack. All available at the Home Depot. Right now, shop Labor Day savings up to $1,500 off select appliances at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Pricing valid August 22nd through September 11th. U.S. only. See store or online for details.
I can't believe tax season is here already. Look at all this info I have to enter.
Phil's small accounting firm is growing in numbers.
Why didn't I take that typing class in high school?
A data entry specialist could really help him in a crunch.
I got blisters on my fingers.
Indeed can help him hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. You can schedule and conduct virtual interviews all from your employer dashboard. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Twin City Nissan has 3 Nissan models under $20,000, Versa, Sentra, and Kicks. TwinCityNissan.com on the world-famous Airport Motor Mile. With approved credit cannot be combined with other offers. See dealer for details. Ends 9/3/24.
It doesn't matter if your shopping list is a single item or as long as your arm. Chances are you'll find what you need at University Commons. Conveniently located in the heart of Knoxville near the intersection of Kingston Pike and Volunteer Boulevard and within walking distance of the UT campus. At University Commons, you'll find tons of top-shelf retail stores, and it's the place to be on UT football Saturdays. Check out the great shops and restaurants at University Commons. Close to everything, nowhere near common.
Experience the cold refreshment of the Rockies on Rocky Top with ice-cold 102-calorie Coors Light, the official beer of chill. Every Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged. So make sure the mountain on your can of Coors Light is blue at your next Big Orange tailgate, because that means it's ready to enjoy. Coors Light, born in the Rockies, made to chill. Proud sponsor of Tennessee football. Now available on Saturdays at Neyland Stadium. Please drink responsibly.
Hey folks, Joe Dennis with Ted Russell Nissan. With our new Nissan vehicle pricing, the only way you'll get a new Nissan for less is steal it. Ted Russell Nissan, right here on Kingston Pike.
Ted Russell Nissan, we got it going on.
691-1211, 691-1211. You got to remember that phone number, 865-691-1211, because that number gets you to Steve Vasgard Wealth and Retirement Strategies. What Steve does is teach you the wisdom of how money works for better stewardship, so you can have more, so you can give more, so you can leave more. One thing that I absolutely love that Steve does, for every client that he has, he'll bring you in, he'll look at where you are right now financially, look at your individual unique financial goals, and create multiple models so that you can find the most efficient way for you to grow your wealth. Let's remember, if your money's sitting in the company 401k right now, you are losing money every single day to 1, inflation, 2, opportunity cost. If you want to find out how to grow your wealth as efficiently as possible, you need to dial 865-691-1211. Steve will send you a no-obligation video, 3 minutes long, no risk, no obligation. 865-691-1211, 691-1211, or find out more online at wealthwithwisdom.com.
This is WNML AM Knoxville, WNML FM Friendsville, streaming worldwide on the Sports Animal app and website, 99.1thesportsanimal.com. 99.1 The Sports Animal, the station where the Vols play.
This is Jim Rome with a Sports Minute, sponsored by Wrangler. It's Wrangler season out there. Open roads, endless horizons. Shop Wrangler.com for new denim styles. The Chargers did apparently get a lot out of their trip to Dallas this weekend. It just had nothing to do with playing the Cowboys. It was not Chargers v. Cowboys. It was Chargers v. Dallas Hotel Elevator. I'm Jim Rome.
It's Wrangler season out there. Warmer days, cooler nights. Open roads, endless horizons. And you need to be ready in jeans made for the unpredictable. Wrangler, for the ride of life. Shop our newest styles today at Wrangler.com.
Right now at Wendy's, you can get a small Frosty for $1. And literally everyone is going. The car behind you, going to get a $1 Frosty. The car ahead of you, already had one, going for a second. The person who cut you off earlier, you guessed it, $1 Frosty. Maybe it's all a sign for you to go get one. Just don't cut anyone off. No one likes that person. The iconic Frosty for $1, gotta be Wendy's.
Limited time only at participating U.S. Wendy's. Not valid in a combo. Prices may be higher in Alaska, Hawaii, California, and via third-party delivery.
Keep it twisted all year long with Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Twisted Tea is real iced tea that packs a punch with 5% alcohol. Tastes great at the beach, the mountains, or even in your backyard. Look for the bright yellow Twisted Tea cans.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
Shopping for a mortgage? Don't sign a thing till you call for a free quote from Fountain City Finance. 687-8200.
Josh and Swain is brought to you by McKeon Law Group. Rebuild your family, regain your freedom, renew your life. Call Jed McKeon and the McKeon Law Group, 294-8008 and attorney-knoxville.com.
Back on Josh and Swain, thank you for being with us. We begin the final hour of today's show. Today, the start of the college football season for everybody, as we got a few games on Saturday. Tennessee gets ready for Chattanooga this upcoming weekend. 12:45 kickoff at Neyland Stadium. Josh Heupel met with the media earlier today. Tennessee put out its depth chart earlier today. A lot of oars. This guy or that guy at a bunch of different positions.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of a tradition at this point to see how many oars might be there. I saw this earlier today. John Ewing from BetMGM sharing data on the most bet tickets to win the college football playoff. Not get to the playoff, to win it.
Tennessee.
To win the national championship. The team bet on the most. Would you like to guess who that is? Which team has the most bet tickets to win the national title? 19.3%. 1 out of every 5 people bet on this team to win the title.
A team from the SEC.
That is incorrect. It would be the Ohio State University.
Oh, Ohio State?
Mm-hmm. Yep. TOSU.
OSU.
Oh, okay. Number 2 would be UGA, Georgia at 12%, Texas at 8%, Oregon 7.2%, Alabama 5.9%. The 6th most bet on team to win the national championship, Tennessee. Actually in a tie with Michigan at 4.3%, but only 5 teams have received more bets to win the title. Now, part of that, my guess, is that there are a lot of Tennessee fans out there putting in a ticket on their team. But still, only 5 teams wagered on more often than Tennessee to win the national championship.
What does that mean? You know, you old media, you like to present the facts, you like to present the information.
Yeah.
But you don't want to tell us what that means? What does that mean, Josh?
Vols are trending.
Are you about to say Vols are back? And the Vols about to take a bite?
They're about to take a bite out of the Mocs on Saturday. I'll say that confidently. I've already put in my lock of the week for week 1. I did that a couple of weeks ago. Tennessee money line against Chattanooga. I don't know if one's available.
Living on the edge.
But that's my lock for the week.
Boy, you are living on the edge, man. No need to go skydiving because you're already doing it. Pretty good. Pretty good. How quick you think the game was going to be?
Saturday?
Yeah. If weather doesn't get in the way.
Yeah, I was going to ask, do we get a delay here?
Now, listen, I'm the same person. I'm the same person who wants to extend college football season. More games, the better. I'm not trying to. I'm in no rush to get the game over. But you are playing UTC.
I'll be transparent here. I will be in somewhat of a rush to get to the second half of Florida-Miami. I want to see that game. It's a 3:30 kick, so I'll be in a bit of a rush.
They got TVs up there at the press box, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Okay. All right. It's air conditioner, right?
I believe so.
Last time I was up there, there's a big old freezer full of ice cream bars and treats.
I think last year it was open first half, too. Don't quote me on that.
The last time I was up there was Alabama 2022.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, what is all this up here, man? This is pretty cool.
A lot of different ice cream options.
So and you got Wi-Fi, right? Wi-Fi works pretty fast up there, right?
Really well. I knock on wood, rarely have an issue with it. Mm-hmm.
So I don't see the problem.
Okay. When I splurge on the ice cream, I typically go Nutty Buddy.
It's a good choice. Good choice. Hey.
When you get that chocolate bottom, it's like a great way to finish.
I've never had it, but I'm sure it's good because Nutter Buddies are good. Or Nutter Butters.
Nutter Butter, yeah.
Nutter Buddies. Oh, boy. It's a Monday.
Game week.
It is game week, my friend.
Landon asking, as you can text or call in, same number, 865-656-9900. Landon, who Friday, I think accurately labeled you sandbagging Swain, Is our first Heisman winner either on the roster or currently committed? I feel like we're in a situation where that could be on the table.
Man, we have a stretch of players that have a real shot. I think the player is currently on the roster. And committed.
If I were to rank potential Heisman candidates, I would start the conversation there with Nico and then Faison Brandon.
Yeah.
I mean, on the roster, Nico is the only guy I would choose realistically, right? Pierce isn't going to win the Heisman. A running back?
No, he's not going to win the Heisman. No, that's
the ball's spread out too often for it to be a receiver, I think. I know Hyatt had a monster season last year. I'm not predicting that with anybody on the roster.
2 years ago.
2 years ago would be correct if I said last season.
Yeah.
Last season, that didn't happen.
No, sir, it did not. It did not at all. Yeah, on the roster and currently committed. I mean, no reason to believe that Heupel can't do what Lincoln Riley did at Oklahoma with his friendly system for quarterbacks, offense built around scoring a lot of points and making it very easy for the quarterback to put up big numbers. Now, the opponents make it difficult, but look what Hendon did. You got to think that Nico, in one of his last 2 years here, he'll have a chance to win the Heisman.
Josh texts in a quote from another Josh that you might be familiar with. Rocky Top's back. Let's go. Another text says, Ohio State being the most bet on team gives us even greater hope to win a national title, because if there's ever been a team that wilts under pressure, it would be the Ohio State University. Go Big Orange.
Hey, man, Ohio State dropped $20 million for their team. So
they've got a roster.
They paid for a roster.
Here's a prediction that they will wilt. We say hello to Buckeye Terry. Timing works out that way, Buckeye Terry. Good afternoon. It's good to hear from you.
That's debatable.
Hey, good afternoon. It is crazy. Hey, listen, I'm so excited about this season. All y'all can just shut it down with that big orange whatever y'all talking about, because ain't nowhere in the world y'all got a shot at this title. This belongs to the Buckeyes. Everybody know it. And Swain, I heard you a couple weeks ago say that it was only one Buckeye fan in Tennessee, and that was Buckeye Terry. No, it's a whole nation of us down here, just so you know, okay? I got ears and eyes, and people call me and tell me when you say stuff. So I know what's going on, Swain. Even when I ain't listening, I'm listening. And you talking that junk today about Ohio State? No. You said it right, Josh. The Ohio State. You put some respect on the national championships name. You could just grave our name on the title. We got this, baby. Don't worry about this big orange stuff. Let's go big orange. No, where you going? Home. That's all y'all going. It's home. Don't worry about this. This season is wrapped. It's done. OSU all the way, baby. Hey, give a shout-out to the Chicago Bears and KSI, baby. Just let you know. This is an exciting year, and you're going to hear from me every day, Swain. Every day.
Not if Joe can help it. Did Joe play a podcast clip from you last year around this time of the year saying that Ohio State was going to win championship? Or was that when you thought that Ohio State was going to beat Michigan? Because that was you for the last 2 years.
Okay, I made a mistake. We should have won those games, but we will win them this year. That's a guarantee. Guarantee.
Where is my damn steak, man? Huh? Where's my steak?
And I have offered, hey, listen, and I'm going to tell these people at the post office to let you know, I have offered to pay you on several occasions for these things, and you have turned them down. Now,
that
you come up with a date, and I'll be there to take care of you. You come up with a date, whatever, today, tomorrow, next week, whatever.
Hey, hanging out is not a prize. I don't want to hang out with an Ohio State fan, all right? That's not a prize. The bet was if I win, I get a steak dinner. So you know the address. You can send some gift cards over here. Let me go get my damn steak.
You want a gift card? I'll drop them off. I'll drop them off next week when I'm off on next Thursday. I'll drop them off to you.
Buckeye Terry, bring them to me. I'll make sure they get to Swain.
No, don't trust Josh. Don't trust Josh.
Football season is back. Buckeye Terry's calls included. Buckeye Terry, good luck this time, as the last couple haven't gone your way, as you mentioned. You made a mistake. Mistakes happen. We'll see if it works out this year. Good to hear from you as always. We appreciate it.
All right, see y'all.
Buckeye Terry here on Josh and Swain.
Buckeye to my I tried to pay you. When has anybody that's been owed money not tried to be paid?
Mm-hmm.
No. Don't pay the bet off, man. No. I'm running away from being paid my bet.
Keep your
does
stakes.
that?
Mm-hmm.
Who does that? No. You know that was a big old fat lie right there, man.
You know how I shifted my pick 9-3? I'd settled on 10-2 for Tennessee.
Yeah.
Well, I've been leaning Ohio State to win the national title.
That's a good pick, man. They spent $20 million on a team. It's what Bama and Georgia have been doing for years. They've won championships. So.
Oh, I know. They've got the roster. They are loaded.
Oh, hold on. Allegedly.
Right.
Yeah.
But that call's not instilling confidence.
Well, Buckeye Terry just he makes it really tough for people to want to see Ohio State win. He just makes it tough. Because first, I didn't know if he was talking about, when he said us, he was referring to us down here. I didn't know if he was talking about Notre Dame fans or Ohio State fans.
It's tough to say.
I didn't know, man, because, he used to be a Notre Dame fan. So I just didn't know who he was talking about when he said we.
Speaking of, Randall says, I vote for a celebrity. That's one way to describe it. Deathmatch, Buckeye Terry versus Bandwagon Tyler.
Celebrity?
Yeah, right. We can come up with another description of it. But that's a suggestion for
Josh
Randall.
Ward.
We will come back. I suggest you hear what Jemai Mashak had to say this past Saturday when we come back here on Josh and Swain. Jemai Mashak sat down for a conversation at Hoops for Hope, which both Tennessee basketball teams were at. Again, this past weekend was a great event for the Down Syndrome Awareness Group of East Tennessee. Jemai Mashak talking about what they look for in players coming to the University of Tennessee. That when we come back as we continue on Josh and Swain.
From recruiting to signing day to the orange and white game to SEC media days to reporting for fall practice to the games to bowl season and back to recruiting, our season never ends. Football season's year-round on 99.1, the Sports Animal.
For 25 years, Image Matters has been East Tennessee's trusted partner in office technology solutions. From cutting-edge multifunction printers and scanners to flexible managed print service solutions, we've helped businesses of all sizes stay ahead of the curve. Image Matters, celebrating 25 years of excellence and looking forward to many more. Visit us at imagemattersinc.com or call 865-212-3600. Thank you for letting us be a part of your success. Image Matters, technology you need, people you trust.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm. If you own a timeshare, don't miss this public service announcement from Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group.
If you receive an unsolicited phone call or mail piece to discuss selling, renting, or especially canceling your timeshare, don't fall for it. If you really want out of your timeshare, hang the phone up immediately or throw that mail piece in the trash and contact your timeshare resort or Wesley Financial Group for assistance with your timeshare. As the only Inc. 500 timeshare cancellation company, our knowledge, experience, and results has made Wesley a trusted resource for over 40,000 families we've helped get out of their timeshare. Give us a call, and I'll send you our timeshare exit information kit free with the straight facts about your timeshare and all of your options for cancellation.
Call for your free info kit, 800-970-8855. That's 800-970-8855. 800-970-8855.
Join Tyler and Will this Friday afternoon at Oak Ridge Nissan, at the corner of Illinois Avenue and the Turnpike in Oak Ridge. Make that short 10-minute drive from anywhere to Oak Ridge and save thousands. This Friday afternoon, starting at 3 at Oak Ridge Nissan, with Tyler and Will in 99.1, the Sports Animal.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, your favorite drafts are poured at a frosty 29 degrees, and rare barrel-aged whiskeys are served just the way you want them. It's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch every day from lunch to late night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
stick around after the sun sets. Twin Peaks is open really late. Wind down with bourbon and late-night bites.
Hi, I'm Hannah with Quality Plumbing, Heating, Cooling, and Electrical. We've found a way to help you tackle your honey-do list without breaking the bank. For any installation you may need now, you can get 0% financing for the next 24 months. That's right, 2 years to help you manage any immediate need but without the immediate pain. Call 865-351-1172 to schedule your installation today. When quality counts, call quality. After all, it's in our name. Quality Plumbing, Heating, Cooling, and Electrical.
99.1 The Sports Animal with Tyler and Will goes live this Tuesday at the all-new Whitehead Auto Sales. 7117 Chapman Highway. Voted #1 in Blount County for 3 years straight. And now serving South Knoxville. Stop by and meet the guys this Tuesday at Whitehead Auto Sales on Chapman Highway.
Experience the cold refreshment of the Rockies on Rocky Top with ice-cold 102-calorie Coors Light, the official beer of chill. Every Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged. So make sure the mountain on your can of Coors Light is blue at your next Big Orange tailgate, because that means it's ready to enjoy. Coors Light, born in the Rockies, made to chill. Proud sponsor of Tennessee football. Now available on Saturdays at Neyland Stadium. Please drink responsibly.
A.G. Hines Company for all your residential or commercial construction needs. For more than 100 years, the best construction companies in East Tennessee have used their building materials. Earlier this year, A.G. Hines was voted Supplier of the Year by the Associated General Contractors of Tennessee. Great-grandfather Albert Hines opened the doors of their downtown Knoxville location in 1920, where the fourth generation of the Hines family, Anna and Jacob, work. And Alex is part of the operation at their other location in the Tri-Cities. A.G. Hines Company, building materials since anyone can remember.
Everything is more expensive than ever before. Well, except for the sports animal. Always free on the air and on the stream. Always. 99.1 The Sports Animal. Fair, honest sports conversation from two guys that define credibility. Here's Josh and Swain on The Sports Animal.
Back on Josh and Swain. Thanks for being with us. Cowboys got their deal done with CeeDee Lamb. Brandon Ayuk probably loves to see this deal. When a wide receiver makes money, all wide receivers have a chance to make money. Yep. 4-year, $136 million deal with the Cowboys. Lamb gets $100 million guaranteed, according to the NFL Network, and a wide receiver record $38 million signing bonus in his contract.
Remember on draft day when his girlfriend was next to him trying to grab the phone, and he was like,
he pulled it right back.
Yeah. No. Imagine all the phone calls he's going to get and how he responds to those phone calls from all these long-lost cousins. No. Didn't see you at the family reunion.
He is very good.
Dude, he's one of the top 5 receivers in the league. And you mentioned Brandon Ayuk, who is good, but he's no CeeDee Lamb.
Right.
He'll get paid, but he shouldn't get paid more than CD.
Ahead of Jemai Meshack in a moment, Nate in Athens texted, I think it's hilarious when you guys were talking about Michigan's cupcake first game, which, by the way, I rescinded. Fresno State doesn't deserve to be called a cupcake. But said, y'all are literally playing UTC, typical UT. Go Gators. I don't play anybody, by the way.
Well, that's why you got the nickname Wavering Ward. Because you had to rescind what you said about it being a cupcake. So the name sticks.
Wavering or waffling.
Yeah, exactly.
Nate, we do appreciate the text. 865-656.
No, we don't. You're Gator. We don't appreciate it. We don't appreciate it.
Appreciated the chance to be at Hoops for Hope this past Saturday. The Tennessee basketball teams were both there. The men's team, the Lady Vols, had a chance to talk to Kim Caldwell. She came on the show. The interviews are in our Josh and Swain feed of podcast. So if you want to go back and listen to the conversation I had with Coach Kim Caldwell or Jemai Meshack, you can get our podcast anywhere you listen. Just search Josh and Swain, Apple, Spotify, the WNML app. You can always listen on demand thanks to Beatty Chevrolet. And appreciated the chance to talk to Jemai Meshack, who is a senior leader for the team. I think he had a leadership role in vetting out, talking to players who were coming in as potential transfers, and they ended up with a really impressive transfer class. Jemai talked about that process, identifying guys, are they the right fit for Tennessee basketball?
Man, it's a different experience, like you said earlier with the NIL era. It's different kind of tactics you have to have with trying to get somebody to come to your school. We didn't really want to go away from what we traditionally look for, and that's good character, people. And no matter how much money you give somebody, you want somebody that's going to come in and enhance your program, but not just on the court, but off the court as well. That's why we're doing stuff like this, because we have high character guys who appreciate moments like this. It doesn't get things like this don't get big just off of guys, wanting to do it kind of one foot out. No, these guys are excited to be here. These guys are excited to experience stuff like this because we were able to get in high value, high character people who appreciate, the love for East Tennessee. And I think that goes into the recruiting aspect, is making sure that we're finding the right guys, obviously that fit on the basketball court, but obviously, fitting guys that kind of go off of the court as well. And, trying to talk to them about the fan base, how many opportunities there are here, how many connections you can have, and just how you can build your legacy that will, not just last you the next 3 or 4 years here, but your life. And you will always be able to have a second home if you're from somewhere else to come back here, and people will appreciate you and love you, and you'll be, inside Tennessee's history.
How do you think you did, Jemai Meshach, with us in the recruitment and the guys that are here now? How good can you guys be this year?
Oh, man. We have a special team this year. We really brought in a group of guys that we feel kind of fit the way that we've been trying to play more and more like. I think we got guys that can, score at all 3 levels. We have guys that are unselfish, and I think that's very underrated when you're looking for not just good players but a team. I think you're looking for guys that are unselfish but willing to go out and have that fire about their game and have that confidence about their game to go out and do special things on the court. I think we have a good mix of guys that is already, we're already gelling well together on the court, and getting to know them more and more off the court is making us even better. Obviously I'm in a new role with being the leader of this team and, being the veteran, also, with Zakai as well, kind of getting everybody to mesh, and it's become really seamless, and we've only had a summer together. We're already clicking on a lot of cylinders, and I can't imagine just how well we can end up being, 2, 3, 4 months from now when we obviously start getting more games in and start getting more reps in. But I think we did an amazing job with these new group of guys, and people are going to love the way they play.
Jemai Meshach, part of our conversation this past Saturday at Hoops for Hope. That was the event he was referencing that has meant a lot to the program. They've been doing that more than 15 years to help the Down Syndrome Awareness Group of East Tennessee. Jemai is a leader for the team, and you can tell why he plays an influential role in helping get guys to come to Tennessee, but also identify the right type of players to come in.
Rick's sitting back like, hey, I'm just here to give y'all the X's and O's.
Yeah.
Because the culture's on cruise control right now because of guys like, Jemai Meshach. And, he's going to pass the torch to someone else next year, him and Zakai Ziegler. So, got a chance to see Zakai yesterday. And all I just said was, Felix. And he was like, like that laugh that he had lets me know that we are going to see some things from him. So, Jemai talking about how the pieces they added to the roster fits in what they want to do schematically and how they want to play. But the culture part of it is so important, and it's the players who run it. And this is what you build the program for, to be able to sit back as a coach and have guys like Jemai Meshach kind of lead your program, recruit for you, weed out guys that are not good fits. This is good stuff.
Yeah, they're in a really good place. The program, Tennessee basketball, is in a really good place.
Really good spot.
Yep, so good stuff there. Thought with Jemai Meshach this past Saturday. And again, had a conversation with Lady Vols basketball coach Kim Caldwell. Listen to both interviews in their entirety in the Josh and Swain feed of our podcast. We'll come back, 30 minutes to go, and attaboy to hand out your calls and texts at 865-656-9900. Monday of game week as Tennessee gets ready for Chattanooga on Saturday as we continue on Josh and Swain.
When special guests call in to 99.1 The Sports Animal, you hear them on the Stanley Fencing and Gates hotline, stanleyfence.com.
Bring a whole new meaning to your backyard barbecue with a new deck. Tennessee Home is your local trusted deck and fencing specialist. Call today for a free, no-pressure design appointment at 865-304-0955 or visit them online, TennesseeHome.us.
The great thing about sports is it never stops. Here's another 60-second sports minute on the Sports Animal.
In the NFL, Browns running back Nick Chubb is expected to start the season on the physically unable to perform list and will miss the first 4 games of the regular season. He suffered a severe knee injury in week 2 of last season and missed the rest of the year and required multiple surgeries. The 4-time Pro Bowl selection had rushed for 1,000 or more yards in 4 straight seasons before last year. The Browns do expect Chubb to play at some point this season. Major League Baseball games tonight at 6:45. The Pirates host the Cubs. Astros visit the Phillies. The Guardians face the Royals. Nationals meet the Yankees. Red Sox host the Blue Jays at 7:15. At 7:45, the Twins host the Braves. The Padres visit the Cardinals. White Sox take on the Tigers at 8:15. Rockies host the Marlins at 8:45. Mariners welcome the Rays at 9:40. The Tennessee Smokies completed a 6-game sweep of Pensacola with a 9-5 win on Sunday. The reigning Southern League champs have won 8 of their last 10 and now have a 12-game lead on the North Division. I'm Joel Silverberg.
Fellas, if you're feeling like something is off, you're not feeling yourself, you're tired, lacking motivation and drive, gaining some weight, or losing muscle mass, these are signs of low testosterone levels. Low T Center can help you with the process to get you feeling like you again. Low T Center is not like your typical doctor's office. The physicians there specialize in treating low testosterone with customized therapy, or TRT, for each patient. They have over a decade of experience helping patients achieve life-changing results. Most health insurance is accepted for treatment. For established patients with stable T levels, they offer a convenient, physician-monitored self-inject treatment plan. This is shipped right to your home each and every month without the need to come in for weekly visits. Also, at Low T Center, you can get your health evaluated for treatment with prescription GLP-1 weight loss medications. You can look your best and you can feel your best. The first step is going to the website. That is lowtcenter.com to book your appointment online today. That's lowtcenter.com, folks. Low T Center, reinventing men's healthcare.
This has been a paid announcement.
Hey folks, it's Jake from Rusty Wallace Kia of Knoxville. Tired of all the commercials? Sit back and enjoy the tunes. You've got a fast car, and you can get up to $10,000 over KBB value for it. Life is a highway, so why not upgrade your ride to a new Kia today? Hurry in and get up to $10,000 over KBB value for your trade, and you'll be in your new Kia and back on the road again. These tunes have been brought to you by Rusty Wallace Kia of Knoxville, I-75 at Callahan Drive.
O'Reilly. Need a little help? O'Reilly Auto Parts can help. Need advice? We've got advice. No matter what you need, we have thousands of professional parts people doing their part to make sure you have it. Exceptional customer service. Just one part that makes O'Reilly stand apart. The professional parts people.
O'Reilly Auto Parts. Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at checkethos.com. That's checkethos.com.
From simple to the most elegant print projects, you can count on Image Print and Copy to deliver a superior quality product that will reflect your company's professional image. Our talented graphic designer will work side by side with you to make your imaginative vision a printed reality. We're Knoxville's premier boutique printer, focusing on fast turnaround and high-quality printing servicing for all business types, organizations, and schools. We specialize in custom design for business cards, postcards, wedding invitations, brochures, newsletters, school athletic programs, signage, promotional items, and so much more. To learn how you can elevate marketing for your business, organization, or school athletic program with impressive printed pieces from Image Print Copy, connect today at imagemattersinc.com or call 865-212-3600. That's imagemattersinc.com or call 865-212-3600. Image Matters, technology you need, people you trust.
They're here. Not poltergeist, even worse, stink bugs, box elders, and even ladybug impersonators, Asian beetles. Let Thomas Pest Solutions protect your home from these invaders. This house is clean. Call Thomas Pest Solutions now for a free quote and get half off a fall invader treatment with a general pest treatment. Call Thomas Pest Solutions, 566-8444. No obligations, no binding contracts. Thomas Pest Solutions. We believe in solutions, not control. Goodbye, bugs.
This report is sponsored by Tire Rack. Nearly 3,000 teen drivers die in car crashes each year. Tire Rack Street Survival is designed to save lives. The one-day hands-on driving school gives teens experience in car control through exercises that include emergency braking and skid recovery. Find a class near you at TireRack.com/survive.
We're tracking another beautiful afternoon on the way. A lot of sunshine to get outside and enjoy, but also don't forget the sunscreen and that bottle of water, as we'll see a high UV index. High temperatures back above average once again, as we'll top off right around 92, feeling more like the mid-90s at times. From the WVLTE First Alert Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Jacob Durham.
Get an ooey gooey chocolate cake with vanilla soft serve and warm chocolate fudge for free. Simply join Buddy's Barbecue email club and get a free junior hot fudge cake. Add your number for a full-sized upgrade only at buddysoffer.com.
Josh and Swain is brought to you by McKeon Law Group, East Tennessee's #1 family law and divorce attorney group. Call Jed McKeon and the McKeon Law Group to help your family in their hardest times. 294-8008 and attorney-knoxville.com.
This is Condridge Holloway, and it's just
5 days until
it's football time in Tennessee.
This countdown kickoff is brought to you by Knoxville TVA Employees Credit Union. People helping people since 1934.
This is Josh and Swain. Thanks for being with us. We are excited to be with you this afternoon, with you until 3 o'clock on both 99.1 The Sports Animal and AM 640 The Sports Monster. College football is back. Tennessee will play on Saturday. We had a text earlier, Swain, saying, hey, need to make sure we pace ourselves Saturday, have the Big Kuna Wing Festival on Sunday. That is correct. You need all the energy Saturday and Sunday for the BKW Festival taking place Sunday at World's Fair Park. And the return of the football season means we are close to the Tennessee Valley Fair. The 104th Tennessee Valley Fair will be back September 6th through the 15th. They'll have all kinds of fun, adventure, entertainment. If it's your first time or your 50th, you'll feel the familiarity of traditions, memories, and excitement. There'll be something for everyone to enjoy, including ribbons, roosters, and roller coasters. Why not enjoy all? And if you call 656-WINS, you win a family 4-pack of tickets to the Tennessee Valley Fair. First caller to 656-WINS will win a family 4-pack of tickets to the Tennessee Valley Fair. Hope to run into you there here in a few weeks. Get a funnel cake. Have a good time.
Hey, funnel cake, that's the best thing about the fair right there.
Like the animal section, they typically have a camel or two that are there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Is there a dunk tank that you're going to be a part of?
You mean throwing?
Yeah. Like you in the dunk tank.
In the dunk tank. So sitting while others.
Yeah.
No. I don't think that's in the plans. Not this year.
It needs to be.
Okay.
That'd be great. I'll be like Ben Joyce out there. Throwing that heat.
Seeing major leaguers after he strikes them out, and they just look like, well, what am I supposed to do? He's coming at me at 104, 105.
He's a rookie. He's a rookie, folks.
I think the post-game interview with Bobby Witt when he struck out, I think he was like, man, where'd he go to high school? Farragut?
Oh, man, that's what they said? I missed that part.
He must be an admiral,
Man,
is what they said.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, I think that's the quote I read.
I know you read that from. It must have been on Reddit.
Yeah. Somebody said it. I don't remember if it was Bobby or.
Probably some kids at Farragut Elementary School.
Somebody said it.
Yeah.
Be listening all week, by the way, for your chance to win tickets to the Tennessee Valley Fair. We'll see if Swain can hop up there for the dunk tank. We'll get that put
You
together.
know what? I've never done it before. I think one day I'm gonna do it.
Need to.
One day I'm gonna do it. It ain't gonna be today.
Not today. Every day we hand out attaboys and attagirls thanks to the Native Nursery, local company available for contractors and landscapers. And Swain, there have been some things that Deion Sanders has done that he said that don't agree with, and when that's the case, we'll say that. I've also been on record. I grew up a Deion Sanders fan. I think overall he's good for the sport. He makes things interesting. Nobody can deny that. And I don't see how you could deny this is a good thing. He had, I think, shared on social media, hey, we're looking to partner with a local bank. And over the weekend, they announced why that was the case and announced that to his players. So Colorado partnered with the local bank, and we're in the NIL area. There are ways to give money to athletes. And in this case, they are helping set up funds for athletes there at Colorado who have children. And Deion's message was, a child is not a mistake. It's the opposite. It teaches you things, and you need to be there for your children. So they partnered with a local bank, and they set up 529 accounts for those children. The dollar amount is $2,121, $21.21. So the number matches the jersey with Deion. So he's connected to it as well. But in all seriousness, the quote, a child is not a mistake. A child is an opportunity to mature you, grow you, advance you, and they've set something up that will help the children. And that's what this is really about, the 529 accounts that will help them with their educational future. So hand out an attaboy for this today.
Cool. Yeah, pretty cool concept for sure. I mean, I think about some of my teammates that had kids. I mean, I want to say about 10 of them when I was a freshman had kids. And, I mean, it can be terrifying. But at the same time, you know, it's a great opportunity for you to get your priorities in order and understand that it's bigger than you. And like Deion said, I mean, it matures you in a big way. So, like you said, not going to agree with everything Deion says or does, but when he does something right, going to highlight it. When he does something I don't agree with, we're going to talk about it as well. And this is one of those examples of him doing something that I agree with and want to highlight and give him some credit and love for.
Yep. So we hand out an attaboy to Deion Sanders and everybody involved with making this happen, because it's not just Deion, but, of course, the leader of the program. We hand out attaboys and attagirls every day thanks to the Native Nursery. Open for contractors and landscapers, your one-stop destination offering quality wholesale plants, trees, and landscaping materials, including boulders, flagstone, mulch, and more. They'll even take your leaves and hardscape waste for a low flat rate. If you're a contractor or landscaper, make the Native Nursery your go-to location today. You can see Ben and Ted at 3473 Louisville Road, 5 minutes from Pellissippi off the Topside Road exit. The Native Nursery, open for contractors and landscapers. Call them up at 865-310-3256.
Hey, just in case Deion's trying to be slick and use this to out-recruit the opponents, understand that the opponents will say, hey, we'll just give you more money and we'll set you up with an account. You can put in more money than 21-21. You can put 51-51 or 101-101. Like, we going to set you up.
We didn't want to make it about the money, right?
I'm sure he made a song about it being all about the money when he was playing. He'll never live that down.
Yeah, he made that very
about
literal.
The money.
Yep.
It's driving me crazy, buddy. And he sounded just like that. You know how bad I just sounded? He sounded the exact same way.
Hey, how'd it go again?
I forgot.
Yeah, I can't say can you imagine Deion in the social media era, because we do see him, just an older Deion. Can you imagine the 18 to 28-year-old Deion?
He would be insufferable
in the social media era.
He would be so annoying. He would be a mess.
Kevin Durant would be on Twitter like, "Hey, Deion, let's dial it back, my friend. Stop taking everything so personal."
Will he say that from his burner account or from his real account?
It's hard to tell which one he'd log into and log out of. By the way, Colorado will open the season Thursday against North Dakota State. That's the number 2 team in the FCS poll, so don't sleep on them. Colorado's a team that their season's more about can they be bowl eligible this year, and maybe they cruise past that number. But Colorado versus North Dakota State Thursday night.
Colorado
That's a pretty good game.
Yeah, for sure. Colorado might be one of those programs that it's top 5 on the most loved and most hated list.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So
hate them or love them, though, you're going to check in to see what happens.
Yeah, for sure. I know I will be.
Mm-hmm.
The good deed by Dion.
Yep. Man,
and all involved.
His shoes, his cleats, by the way.
Hey.
Back in the 90s?
Penny has recruited against us, played against us, and I used to wear pennies. I'm okay with not getting pennies. And I know we lost Jordan Seaton, but we forgot about him real quick after getting David Sanders Jr. But them Dion's, I'm eyeing them, man. Take me back to my childhood.
Yep.
He always has some of the freshest shoes for athletes out there, man.
East Bay Magazine.
Oh, man.
We'll come back. A final segment, the Power Poll top winners out of the weekend. We had a little football this past weekend. We have a lot of it coming up this week. One more segment to go today on Josh and Swain.
O'Reilly. You've got questions? O'Reilly Auto Parts has answers. Need a pro you can trust? We've got that too. No matter what you need, our professional parts people have the training and expertise to help you do things right. Deep automotive knowledge. Just one part that makes O'Reilly stand apart. The professional parts people.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Right now at Wendy's, you can get a small Frosty for $1. And literally everyone is going. The car behind you, going to get a $1 Frosty. The car ahead of you, already had one, going for a second. The person who cut you off earlier, you guessed it, $1 Frosty. Maybe it's all a sign for you to go get one. Just don't cut anyone off. No one likes that person. The iconic Frosty for $1, gotta be Wendy's.
Limited time only at participating U.S. Wendy's. Not valid in a combo. Prices may be higher in Alaska, Hawaii, California, and via third-party delivery.
Twin City Nissan has 3 Nissan models under $20,000: Versa, Sentra, and Kicks. TwinCityNissan.com on the world-famous Airport Motor Mile. With approved credit cannot be combined with other offers. See dealer for details. Ends 9/3/24.
It doesn't matter if your shopping list is a single item or as long as your arm. Chances are you'll find what you need at University Commons. Conveniently located in the heart of Knoxville near the intersection of Kingston Pike and Volunteer Boulevard and within walking distance of the UT campus. At University Commons, you'll find tons of top-shelf retail stores, and it's the place to be on UT football Saturdays. Check out the great shops and restaurants at University Commons. Close to everything, nowhere near common.
Attention business owners and office managers, stand by for an important time and money-saving message. Is your office to-do list growing faster than ever? Well, here's a way to mark one very important thing off that to-do list. Call Coverall Cleaning today. Coverall is a full-service quality cleaning company covering all aspects of commercial cleaning with your health in mind. They understand how important it is to keep your business clean and will give your office the TLC it deserves. Coverall service providers are local franchise owners themselves, so they are highly motivated to provide quality service to your office every time. They understand the importance of having a clean work environment and take your business seriously. Coverall Cleaning Services will save you time and money and will clean your business the way you would if you had the time. Be satisfied with your cleaning service and call Coverall today at 588-5200. That's 588-5200 or on the web at coverall.com. Coverall, covering all aspects of commercial cleaning. 588-5200.
Hey folks, Gerald Anderson with Ted Russell Nissan. Our service department is now offering mobile service and courtesy towing. So call us or make an appointment at TedRussellNissan.com. Ted Russell Nissan, right here on Kingston Pike.
Ted Russell Nissan, we got it going on.
How would you like to win UT season tickets just in time before the season kicks off? Stinted Collision is fired up for the season so much that they've said they're giving away a pair of tickets. Just get to the all-new Stinted Collision in Sevierville this Tuesday during Josh and Swain for your chance to win. 2007 Roberts Court, just down the road from Dollywood. It's time to see lots of collisions on the football field. But first, it's time to get to the all-new Stinted Collision in Sevierville for your chance to win UT season tickets this Tuesday.
Hi, I'm Hannah with Quality Plumbing, Heating, Cooling, and and Electrical. The summer of savings continues with our back-to-school plumbing physical. Since the kids are hard on plumbing, we want to help. Get our plumbing physical today to make sure your home is still running right tomorrow for only $79. Call 865-351-1172 to schedule your physical today. When quality counts, call quality. After all, it's in our name. Quality Plumbing, Heating, Cooling, and Electrical.
They say the best things in life are free. Streaming 99.1 The Sports Animal proves it.
From the Budweiser studios of The Sports Animal, we are 99.1 The Sports Animal.
We're back for the final segment of Josh and Swain. Thank you for hanging out with us today. We'll be back tomorrow for more football conversation at 12 o'clock. John Talty of 24/7 Sports is going to join us. He has co-written a book along with Armin Katayan that has already started to get a little bit of attention because there were some quotes involving Lane Kiffin and Nick Saban and Jimmy Sexton that made the rounds last week. So we'll talk some college football, the chaos that might come about this season. A little bit started already this past weekend with Florida State, a popular pick to win the ACC and get to the playoff. Losing, they still could get there, but being 0-1 doesn't help the cause. So we'll talk to John tomorrow. We'll talk more Tennessee football as the Vols get ready for Chattanooga. We hadn't talked about Tony Vitello, the new contract that was anticipated, was announced on Friday afternoon, but highest paid coach in college baseball. I think we all anticipated that. It was just a matter of when it would be announced, but came out on Friday.
Yeah, I got a chance to talk to Tony Vitello last night on The Nation, Chris Lowe and myself. So if you missed that interview, go back and check it out there on 991 at the website. And Tony has been on this emotional roller coaster. He hasn't had a lot of moments to really just sit back and let it sink in that he won a championship. But it's hard to because now it's about recruiting, added some new coaches. Got some new players. I mean, now the expectations are even higher after winning that championship. But he certainly deserves to be paid like the best coach in America because he is.
Tony could probably be a source for you if you're looking for some Tennessee gear. He always sports the best stuff. Yeah, he always knows what he's doing.
He's always clean. Tony and I don't wear the same size, so.
No, but he could. Punch in a button or something?
He could. Tony got some new friends now, though.
He's got a lot of them.
He probably forgot about us old little people since he won championship.
Yeah, my guess is that his phone has been, the battery has been run over the last few days.
Hanging out with Peyton, hanging out with, musicians and stuff like that. MMA fighters. He ain't got time for little people like me anymore.
Yeah, he's big time. But, by the way, he deserves to be at the top. He just won a national championship. Yeah. He took Tennessee from where it was in the SEC, near the bottom, fought through everybody that's so good and got to the top. And is he going to win another national title? I don't know, but they're going to compete for more because of Tony Vitello. And
the
Tennessee
answer is yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's going to win another national championship.
I would bet that he will. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Tennessee's investing in baseball. There can be no dispute about that.
Better believe it.
Nathan asked this ahead of the power poll. What kind of beer do lumberjacks drink?
Cold. Is that the answer?
Cold?
Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't I drink beer that's cold?
The kind of beer that lumberjacks drink would be lagers.
That's a good one.
Lagers.
Not a knee slapper, but a good one. A good one. You going to use it?
I think I might use that one. I like it.
Make sure you give credit.
Mm-hmm.
How you old media like to steal people's content.
Is that what happens?
Yeah.
All right. Well, Swain will soon be initiated into the Old Media Club, which we're very excited about. Before we close out the show, we have our top 5 winners, top 3 losers from the weekend. We have the power poll on a Monday, Swain, to look back at some of the action. Would you like to lead us off with some of your top performers?
You scared me. You said close out the season. I was like, man, are we 10-2 already?
It's a reminder.
That was quick.
It'll go by before you know it. Playoffs start soon.
all football here with my winners. That's Georgia Tech over Florida State. C.D. Lamb signing his extension, getting paid. Juju Smith-Schuster, who was on his way out the league, he gets re-signed by Kansas City. And then the losers, they just won. That's Florida State. All that chit-chatting, running your mouth at the end of last season to lose your opener versus Georgia Tech. And the way you lost, you got dominated in the trenches. So they're my loser for the weekend.
You know, if you lose on the road, the flight back home is probably no fun. Typically,
8
right?
hours.
That one's a longer flight. That one's a longer trip back home to have to deal with it. Great trip for Georgia Tech, though.
Awesome trip.
Yep.
8 hours of singing and laughing and cracking jokes. And
yep.
Having a good old time.
They're probably buzzing the whole way home.
If they're drinking those lagers you're talking about, probably.
The super seniors can do that. Number 5 winner.
Do more than that. Got grandkids.
Ted Lasso fans. Ted Lasso's coming back on Apple TV, season 4. Big news. We'll see.
Yeah. Ho.
We'll see how it all comes together, but announced over the weekend. Number 4, Nerds. Have you seen this story? So it's going on right now. But this happened in baseball earlier today. News came out over the weekend that Red Sox catcher Danny Jansen would be the catcher for Boston in a continuation of a game between the Red Sox and Blue Jays. What's interesting is that when this game was paused earlier in the season, Jansen was at the plate for the Blue Jays. Since that game took place and was paused, he went from the Blue Jays to the Red Sox. So there's a pinch hitter in the game for Jansen because he's no longer on the team. But at the plate for the Red Sox is Danny Jansen. He will have played for both teams in the same game. If you pull up the box score now, Danny Jansen is in the game for both Toronto and Boston. This is a sports nerd's dream.
So it looks like MLB is forecasting what's about to happen in college football.
We wondered, hey, when are we going to see a transfer?
It's coming.
And a guy plays for one team and then the next in the same season.
Transfer at halftime.
Getting the same day in baseball. Number 3, the Arizona Diamondbacks, 6 straight wins. They're cruising right now. Number 2, Lake Mary winning the Little League World Series. Number 1, Georgia Tech. That is a nice win to open the season in Dublin. I think Brent Key could do some big things there. Couple of losers. I don't know if you saw this, Swain, but the Chicago White Sox are 31-100. The first team since the 1916 Philadelphia A's with 100 losses through 131 games. They are on pace for 124 losses, 4 more than the modern era record held by the 1962 Mets. I don't know if you saw that, so I thought I'd put them on the losers list. Your Chicago White Sox, but still FSU. That's a tough weekend with a loss in Dublin. So Chicago not the top loser on the weekend. We're saving that spot for loss number 124 later in the year.
Don't worry, Chicago will be the biggest winner week 1 of the NFL season.
Raiders finished with a tie against the 49ers to close out the postseason, and I'm taking that as a win. We appreciate you being with us today. We appreciate Joel Silverberg producing as always. Thanks for hanging out. Excited for tomorrow. More football conversation, getting ready for the opener on Saturday. We'll see you tomorrow at noon right here on Josh and Swain.
For 25 years, Image Matters has been East Tennessee's trusted partner and